You're gonna kill Calzette, that's what you want to do.
You don't hear Calzette come into the room behind you.
No!
I can be a distraction.
Yes! So he can see that there's two Chi-Chis right now.
Yeah, that's what's confused him. He was like, what the f*** is this?
It's okay, Horatio's outside.
Let's put you to work tonight, shall we?
And I'm gonna say, help me kill him.
Stupid little snow! Are you having fun now? Or something to that effect.
I'm gonna cast my thunderclap spell.
They're screaming, they're running out, they're not having fun. Welcome back to D&D. Where did we leave off in the last one?
At the carnival.
At the carnival.
Excellent. Any expansion? That's all you remember? We're at a carnival. There was popcorn and a big wheel.
There was popcorn. Buble was doing a dance on stage to distract the people who had come to watch the circus.
Yeah.
There was some sort of chasing going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Calzette.
Well done.
Calzette.
Hero point for remembering the chase.
Yes.
Oh,
If you do a good enough recap, I'll give you a hero point to start the game with.
I was outside, just a little bit outside of the, what do you call this? I guess the
It's
arena.
the arena, the
Let's give it
tent,
the arena.
the circus tent.
And I was trying to steal that wonky little staff from that wonky little man.
The wonky little staff from the wonky little man, Mr. Light. I realised in recapping the footage from last time that I was constantly mistaking which one was which, because they're very close. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. He's Mr. Light. But I think it goes with the kind of wacky fey nature that they just kind of like
Do whatever.
change up their personalities between the two of them. But yeah, Mr. Light has a staff that he has been using to. He's been pointing it at you in vaguely threatening ways, and like it spins slowly, and it seems to tell him whether people are having fun or not. And he seems to be able to do some sort of magic with it, and you managed to steal it off of him. What else happened?
Calzette has reanimated my sister. Dun dun dun. And I went to confront him, and luckily Horatio showed up because he trapped me. And then I misty stepped next to Horatio and was like, "That's him." And then we started to fight him, and he ran away. He misty stepped as well.
You did.
What a
Seems like you're not the only
butthole.
one to learn magic.
And he's run out onto the stage where Buble is, and
But I think I
and
ran
Horatio
off, didn't I?
chased him.
You were running off stage as
Yeah.
he was running on stage.
Yeah. We kind of all split up too, which was concerning me.
You did choose. One of the first things you did was split the party. As soon as you arrived at the carnival, you're like, everybody go different ways.
Yeah, and Calzette was spooky, but had a cool accent.
I think you're going to be like, but pretty hot.
Did have a curly mustache.
Where did he go? Where is he? I don't know. Wait, hang on. We just gotta listen out for the very sexy accent. That really cool accent, you know? Hey, do you think I have a cool accent?
Yes, he had a fake accent that he puts on for the show of it. Tries to put on a French accent when he's in the public eye. But he's a little bit more alright when he's out of character. Tries to put on a French accent when he's in the public eye. That's a pretty good recap. I'll allow it. Here you go.
Yes.
Yeah, have a hero point to start the game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To remind you, that is a take control of the narrative sort of a token. You generally only get one per session. I just like to give you a chance to be like, the dice are really not going with me, and I'm not feeling like my character's much of a badass today. I'm not having a good time because the dice are shit. So here's the thing: I just want to do something well for once.
Yeah, and I didn't
Yeah.
realize that it was like per session because I didn't get to use mine last
Here's the second one that I get to keep.
Faked out, faked out.
Alrighty, so that is exactly where we're starting. We're in initiative order. Let me quickly actually find the images that I took of which order we were in. We had Sneaky up in front. We had Buble next in the initiative order. Then we had the bad guys, and then we had Arrow. And then, so we were in exactly the opposite order as it was here.
Yes.
I'm going to just represent the bad guys with Mr. Witch here until such time as he actually becomes important. And then we'll find somebody else. All right, so this is the order of the initiative order. All of the bad guys, I guess, will go on the same turn. All of them. It might just be one, right?
How about none?
Maybe there's no bad guys.
Maybe there's none. Maybe
we'll
they're
go
all
with that.
friendly.
We just get to go and play at the carnival.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Maybe if we
Alright.
get some popcorn.
So we are going to kick off the initiative with Calzette has just rushed out onto the stage. To remind you, he's somewhat of a ringleader or a lion tamer sort of a personality. He has a chair which he uses as a shield, and he's got a whip. And I went through like 1,000+ of my minis that I have. I've got a lot of minis, and I didn't have a single one that had a chair or a whip.
Not even one.
Not even one that had a whip or anything. So this is why I need more minis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Anybody
gonna
want to send me
say,
minis?
teams.
Feel free.
Specifically whips.
Specific, I'm just going to get like 1,000 minis with whips now. All right, so he rushed out onto the stage. He's ready with his whip.
How am I doing? Am I doing good?
I'm afraid the show is over. What? Everybody vacate the premises. Unforeseen circumstances.
Excuse me, I just had my moment finally. Can you please step aside so I can continue my performance?
Oh, was
Please?
that the performance?
Yeah.
I thought you were sweeping the stage.
Oh, whoa.
Whip cracking, you're chasing him down from the back room, so you're rushing out onto the stage as well. You were just passing them and being like, what's happening? You're sort of passing in the wings.
Sorry.
It's almost one of those like slapstick or is it vaudeville?
Scooby-Doo.
Just running different wings of the stage.
Yeah.
One of those upstairs, downstairs, how's your father kind of slapstick comedies.
So good.
Meanwhile, you were heading out because you were like, oh, I was looking for the toilet. And he was like, the toilet's out this way.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
on your way back in, you
No, he
snagged
like
the-
physically picked me up and put
Yeah.
me in a toilet, which is
picked you up with his
so
telekinesis
odd.
and was like, toilet's over here, through the toilet.
That's right.
Then on your way back through, you managed to successfully get his staff off of him.
Got it.
As the rest of the audience got up and clamoured and got out of there. Not having fun, which is what dropped this thing down a little bit for you.
Yes.
So starting off the fight, you are
Okay.
chasing him out onto the stage.
Yes.
You're at the top of the initiative order. What do you want to do?
So I'm not actually on stage yet, am I?
No, you're here, just kind of in the wings, ready to.
But I
flick
know
out.
he went that way?
He
Okay.
misty stepped past you, and then you heard him rush out onto the stage.
Well, I'm going to like move to chase him, use my
I'll
movement.
say that with your fly movement, you can get out onto the stage right about here.
And where is he?
I'm representing him with this guy right here.
Cool. Oh, can I like get out there but like be a little hidden behind a curtain?
You can absolutely. Do you want to get out right out onto the stage, or like in the wings?
I just don't want him to see me.
Okay,
I want
gotcha.
to take the hide action.
Make a hide as a bonus action, because you can do that as a rogue.
Yes.
So hide you behind there.
Okay, do I need to do a stealth check?
Yeah, stealth check. You have to beat his passive perception, well, his aware perception.
But he's not looking at me, right?
There's not really facing in D&D. It's kind of like, it's not
Okay.
like he's a video game character that's only looking this way.
Okay.
There's the Baldur's Gate 3 influence coming in again.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, that's a 5 plus
Your stealth should be pretty good.
10, 15.
15.
Sneaky
is-
Minaj for a reason.
That is the minimum you needed to succeed against this guy. He's got an aware perception of 14. So 14, he would have been able to still see you. 15, he's not aware of where you are.
Okay.
So you're considered hidden from him. That was your bonus action. You've got, I think your movement's all gone, but you've got an action.
I want to sneak attack.
All right, with a bow and arrow.
Yeah, with my bow
And
arrow.
you are size category tiny at the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so roll an attack roll. So what's the lowest number on the d20? Is it
That looks like a
considered a nat 1, right?
that looks like a
That looks like a 7.
Looks like a lot like a
That's
7.
a 7.
Thankfully, because you are hidden, you have advantage on the attack, which means you roll twice to higher.
God.
Numbers.
Hey, it can only go up.
It can only, well, no, it could go the same.
10.
All right, 10
Yay.
is significantly better.
10 plus 7. Is my hit still the same with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still the same to hit. It's just slower damage.
Okay, so 17.
So 17 is enough to hit. Yes, it is enough to hit, and because you are hidden from it, he's not able to use his reaction to stop that. So that'll hit him. He rushes out into the stage. Whoosh, he gets the whip up. He's just shouted to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, "We're going to have to cancel the show!" And then cracked his whip, and everybody was like, "Ah!" and got up and started leaving. And he's kind of focused out on like clearing this area for a fight, and then a tiny little fairy-sized arrow sticks in. Roll the damage with your sneak attack.
So Oh,
This
I'm
level,
smaller now.
you're
So
level 5, so your sneak attack should be 3d6, I think.
okay, and because I'm small,
2d6.
a D4. Is that
Yeah,
right?
d4 for the arrow.
Okay. 3.
3 plus your dexterity modifier.
3 plus plus 4.
Yeah, plus 4
Yep.
for the dexterity. So you've got 7 points of damage just from the arrow, but then
Yep.
it's going to add your sneak attack.
And that's 3d6.
Is it 3d6? It should be on there somewhere. I
Yes,
can't
it
remember
is,
if it
yep.
rounds up or rounds down.
3d6.
3d6.
6.
Nice.
Wow.
So we got 14, we got 15. So
What the
15,
fuck?
yeah, unfortunately.
What did I do to you?
Hey, 15 damage is still 15 damage. All right.
That's true.
So you strike him for 15 damage from the wings, giving away your position now.
Yes.
Every time you make an attack,
And
hit
I
or
have
miss
a
it.
question.
Yes.
So, I haven't done any of this stuff yet, but I also have something called Whales from the Grave.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And,
You're gonna have to remind me what it does. I'm not super familiar with the Phantom Rogue.
Okay. So immediately after you deal your sneak attack damage to a creature on your turn, you can target a second creature.
This is the one where you can kind of split your sneak attack into 2 different
Damn it, I
creatures.
wanted to hit him again.
Yeah, unfortunately you went in. I will tell you, he does have your sister on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Do you want to target her?
I was thinking about that in the shower. Like, is she gonna fight me?
Maybe you'll find out.
Oh no, I don't know what to do. Can I do like non-lethal damage?
Not with whatever psychic damage or whatever it is.
God
Necrotic damage or something.
It is necrotic
Yeah,
damage.
necrotic damage. Plus
Can
she's
I-
undead, so necrotic damage might not be
Yeah.
too effective.
Can I hit his chair?
His chair is considered an object and it won't take necrotic damage.
Ah, damn it. Okay, well.
All right, but you can hold on to it because there may be other bad guys at some point joining the
Yeah.
fight real soon, and then in future rounds you can whales from the grave.
Okay.
All right, so that is you. You fire out from the wings, hitting him. Where do you hit him?
I hit him in the face.
And
his mustache.
Sticks right through the curl of his mustache. And it's like sticks through into his cheek. You can kind of feel it scratching against his gum on the inside. Oh, it's really painful.
And when he looks at me, I'm gonna pull the fingers in him.
Appropriate.
Hey, Calzette. Did I show you this? F you.
Got the real attitude on you, huh? Wow. I like it.
All right, Buble Boo.
Okay.
You're
I
rushing
think-
off stage.
Yeah, I'm rushing away. Double take. What's going on there? Oh, that looks like a fight I don't want to be in. See ya. And then,
So I rush into the green room,
Avoidant
have some
queen.
fruit,
yeah, just have myself some snacks, bit of
there's some
water.
magazines in there. They're a little
Yeah.
out of date.
Having a great time.
Somebody's already done the crossword.
Yeah, bugger. No, that's a bit mean. But what? Yeah, what would I do?
Well, it's
What-
okay. I
would you
didn't
do?
actually say anything to you. I realized, like,
Yeah, no one's informed me. So if I leave, it's not my fault.
yeah.
You can see all the people
What is
clearing.
your insight modifier?
Insight is +3.
You know, +3. So you're
Yeah.
pretty insightful. You're pretty good at reading
Okay.
people in a general. So you've read from the general body language of him rushing out on stage and them all screaming and stuff that something's going down.
Something's going down that's not great. Okay, what I might do is can I use a movement to first of all kind of turn back and go behind the curtain, like we're sneaky?
Sure. There's only one wings on this tiny little child's toy that I borrowed from Brad. So we're just going to put you there. I didn't realise all of you were going to hide behind the freaking wings of it. Just push it all the way forward and put a backstage for you.
Yeah, nice.
All right. So you're in the wings. You're not
Yeah.
hidden unless you take the hide action, which for you being not a rogue, mean it will be your whole action to hide.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of want to hide to observe.
Okay. Then make
Yeah.
me a stealth check. Yeah.
You got it. You got it.
Okay, 7 plus 0. Okay.
So you are a 7 hidden, which, as I mentioned before, his aware perception is 14. So he's going to be aware of you. Maybe some of the fleeing civilians might not see you.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's your action. You've got a bonus action if you can do anything with a bonus. I'm trying to think if you can.
I don't know if I can really. My whole aim was just to kind of work out what's going on, but I haven't really succeeded at all.
How does it fail so badly? Do you just trip over something? Or
Yeah,
do
I
you-
think again the physics.
Do you grab the?
Yeah, the physics. I stand on the curtain, my other foot's under it, and then I kind of flip
you
over.
trip over the curtain,
Yeah.
You just like stumble into the stage a little bit, and you're
Yeah.
like right out into the stage.
So I'm back on stage.
You're
ready for my
kind
next
of right
performance.
there. If you were better at like selling it, your stumbles and things you'd pass as a really good like slapstick act.
True.
All
No,
right.
but it's good, I think, because we're ominous of that.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to distract as well.
Yeah.
So that was another aim.
You're doing
that I had.
perfect.
The bad guys goes. All right. So Calzette is going to. Let's see.
Every
What's
time
he
you
going
say
to do
Calzette,
first?
I think of that food.
Calzone. That is not a coincidence. He is named after calzones.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well now I don't want to hurt
He's
him.
named after calzone
It's
because
delicious
Yummy.
I
internal
wonder.
pizza.
Calzette, just one question. Why does your name sound like calzone? Calzone, you know, the pizza?
No,
It's
I know
kinda-
what it is. I'm wondering
Yeah.
why you are asking me questions while we are fighting.
Oh, but well, I'm about to kill you, but first I want to... Why are you
Okay.
laughing?
I mean, it's bold of you to assume.
It's bold of you to be named after a beautiful pizza that's been folded inside of itself.
But it's not a coincidence, actually. I am named after calzone.
Is it, can I take a
Yeah,
seat? I would
please,
love
please.
to. So you're named after calzone.
Yes, so when my creator, Robert, was naming me, he did name me after calzone, but I don't exactly want to tell you why. I want to see if anyone in the comments can work it out.
Has he got lots of layers and toppings?
Is it because he's got
He is
stuff
going
on
to whip his. He's going to whip his whip, and he's going to summon to the stage. He does like a flamboyant kind of "Welcome to the stage."
The Jonas Brothers.
The grates in the floor slide to the side, and you
there's
start to hear the pitter patter of feet
Same camera.
as animals take to the stage. They are clearly circus performer animals. They are all dressed
Free
in
them.
various. They're all dressed in various weapons and armor.
Oh, they're so
obviously trained.
cute.
My God,
And
that one's got
they
a sword in
enter
its
the
mouth.
fight. Yep. And there's a monkey, a wolf, a dog, a fox, a bear, and then entering the stage a lot after the rest of them, a tortoise.
Not a battle's tortoise.
He is going to summon the animals to fight for him, essentially, as a lion tamer circus performer.
Do the animals remember me? Do I know
They
them?
might, but how long has it been? These might be new animals. A lot of these don't live that long. The tortoise has probably been around a while. The tortoise has
I'm
been
sure
around a
me
while.
and the tortoise are friends.
You could definitely try and animal handling them if
Is
you
that
want.
why you got us to do a practice animal handling?
Yes, maybe it is. Who'd have thought in the practice I somehow actually tied it into what you might be doing today.
Love it.
That is his action for this round, so he's not going to do anything else. He's got a bonus action to then whip crack again in a different way, and Calzette can command a beast he can see within 60 feet of him to attack someone of his choice. So he is going to choose to. He's going to choose to get. He whips cracks this the bear here, and he's going to. You can see that you're dealing with Mr. Light. He thinks Mr. Light can handle you. You're rushing out into the stage. You, as a giant minotaur, have just rushed towards him, so he's going to get this bear to take his reaction. He can't make an attack, so instead he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So the bear's getting right to the base of the stage here.
Oh, he's so clever.
Calzette just takes a moment to be like, might be easier than I thought. That is his action, that is his bonus action, that is all he's going to do on his turn. Then he says, time to start the performance, I think. And he is going to sort of gesture to the lady on his shoulder, who takes off into a flight. Calzette is going to use the rest of his movement to leave the stage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then your fairy sister, whom I'm going to represent. Actually, I'll give you the choice. I forgot to bring my tiny fairy mini today, so I have a spectral unicorn dog, or just like a tiny little orb of light that's better suited to her size currently, but this
I
is
like
cuter.
the unicorn dog, yeah.
So she is going to take to the stage here. She's actually going to fly out slightly ahead of the stage, and Dahlia is going to begin a performance. Or rather, in her current performative persona, she's not Dahlia, she is Chi-Chi.
Yes.
Chi-Chi is going to take the action Enthrall. She starts to dance. Every creature within 30 feet of her, which is you three and the bear, must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed until the end of her next turn, or until you can no longer see her.
Wait.
Sneaky.
Not wait, sorry, yeah.
You are immune to this because she's your twin sister. You are also of the same Fey nature, and you've seen this performance a million times. This is what she used to do as part of the act, to get the crowd to just be enthralled and charmed by her, so that you could then sneak behind them and steal all of their shit.
Jeez, that's
This
so
is part
dark.
of the double act, and she's going to enthrall you all into being enchanted by her. So I need a wisdom saving throw from Buble and Horatio. I will roll one for the bear. Oh, nat 20 for the bear.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, good, because I got a 1.
So you got a nat 1, so
Yeah, plus 3.
evens out.
So,
Cool. 4. And
13 minus 1, a 12.
okay, cool. On top of your 12 and your 4, you also have a negative to your wisdom saving throws.
Awesome.
Equal to the happiness rating of the carnival.
Yeah,
So
you
the
bastard.
carnival is trying to deliberately keep you guys here and make you as happy as possible, which makes you more susceptible to succumbing to charming and wisdom saves. So wherever the happiness is at 3, you have a negative 3 to all wisdom saves. So the two of you are considered enchanted and enthralled by Dahlia's performance. And while charmed in such a way, you have disadvantage on all attacks and ability checks.
Awesome. Love the session.
Does it
still-
affect
you can
spells?
Doing really well.
Does it affect spells?
In what capacity?
Like when you cast...
If you're casting a spell that requires you to make an attack roll, your attack will be at disadvantage. But if you're making a spell that's just like a saving throw or like an area of effect or just casting light or something, it won't change anything there.
Okay.
All right, that is her action. She's not going to do anything for her bonus action this turn. I hope you get to see one of these features that she has, because that will affect you greatly. That is her turn. That is his turn. That is the... Oh, and then the animals actually get to have a turn as well.
Go off.
So the bear used his reaction to move closer.
Sorry.
The bear is going to climb up onto the stage. He's going to see you stumbling out onto the stage, and you're going to get an attack from a bear.
Oh, good.
All right, it's going well, isn't it? It's going well.
Maybe it's just a lick.
Maybe it's just a lick. Yeah, that's how he uses his lick attack. He's not a Pokemon. That is going to be a 14 to hit. What's your armor class?
11.
So 14 hits. Really need to get that up. That is terrible armor class.
Good.
You are going to take. Let's see. You're going to take 4 points of damage from a bear biting at you.
Awesome.
Is it a brown bear or a black bear?
It's a black bear.
Oh, you could have just been like, blah, 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 and it would have run away.
You can
But
certainly
tell you
try.
in Canada.
Yeah. If it's a black, fight back. If it's a brown, lie down. If it's white, say goodnight.
Yeah.
'Cause you ain't surviving
dead.
a polar bear. Then let's see. The fox is going to run your way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think the fox would probably have 35. The
And what
tortoise
does
is
the
going to run your way.
My friend was actually going, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. And then you say
20, 25,
I think
30.
it went a ring,
40.
ding, ding, ding. Is that how?
The monkey is going to 5, 10, 15 and then use its rest of its movement to climber up a nearby pole and just kind of like hang up from a distance. And that's all the animals for the turn. All right, that is all of the bad guys for now. Do I want Mr. Witch and Mr. Light to go separately? I think I do. I'm just going to put them at the end. Represented by my own Mr. Light that has broken feet. So they're just going to go at the end. All right, that is the bad guys. Then we've got Arrow.
Yo.
You're up the back. You've nabbed his
So I tried-
scepter. You have no idea how to use it.
I tried to use it last time
You
and it
tried to use
didn't
it and
work.
failed.
Any ideas, guys?
What did you say?
What did you try to use last time?
His
Scepter.
scepter thing.
Did you say so you have to attune, or you need like a wild?
It's an attunement item. Like it's a magical item that he's attuned to. But you've at least
He's
deprived
attuned
him of the magic that he can do with it.
Can I
Can you smash
snap it in half?
Yeah.
You can try. With magical items, they are particularly durable, and so the DC to snap them is pretty high.
Can you?
I have got precedence for this in one of my own home games. Somebody snapped a very similar magic item over his knee. I said, hey, the DC is going to be a 25, and he got a 25 exactly, and snapped it over his knee.
I'm in Ben's seat though,
So
so
if you have, what's your athletics modifier?
my athletics modifier is +6.
Oh, +6, so it is possible. So the DC is a 25, which means if you want to try this, you'll need to roll a 19 or a
That's gonna
20
be
to
like
succeed.
my whole action though, or
It will
what?
be your action to attempt it, succeed or fail, and there's a 10% chance of it succeeding because it's a 19 or a 20 on the dice.
Look, There's 3 animals running at me, and
Yeah.
I feel like if I do that, though, I might be wasting a turn.
Yeah, because you have like good animal handling.
There's a 10% chance you won't be wasting your turn and you'll severely
You're giving me the house right now.
Inconvenience.
You're like, spend your money.
Yeah, that's my job.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'll
You're
just
going to
do
try
it.
it?
I'll try it.
You're going to try
Yes.
it?
Yeah, I'll see what happens.
Because if
But
it
You can do
fails,
it.
Good juju.
what do you want from me? do it or don't do it. I'll just try it.
I
And
ain't
then,
telling you what to do. I'm just telling you the options.
do I have a cool
I'm just making
bonus
sure
action?
that you know that I've been very clear up top. Like if you don't get a 19 or a 20, you try to snap over and nothing happens.
For my bonus actions, I've got Slayer's Prey, though. But I can't attack because that's my whole action. So
So what do you want to do?
I'm just going to do it.
You're going to do it?
Nice.
You bring it up, you try and snap it over your knee. With a 3 plus 6, 9. It just really hurts the knee. That is like,
Cool, so I have nothing.
You can't snap my scepter.
Yeah, right. So I guess I'll just like off then. I'll move. Wait, can I move with my dash? Is it a bonus action or not?
Sorry?
Can I dash away or is it?
You can't dash unless you're a rogue or a monk. Not as a bonus, sorry.
Okay,
You
so
can dash as your action, but you've used your
I've used
action.
my action, so I guess I'll just.
What did you use your action for again? It was for the useless thing of.
Yeah,
trying to
well,
do
you
fail.
led with there's a 10% chance. That's quite good. I have math is not a strong suit, so 10% could be 100. I really don't know. It makes no difference to me. So I guess I'm just gonna be like, "F- guys," and then see if I can. I'll just gauge the environment. Role play purposes, I guess.
Nice.
I'm like,
So
what's
you
going
say-
on?
you
Yeah.
snap, and then you're just gauging the environment. You
Yeah,
see
yeah.
there's-
Seeing that
You see that
there's
there's a fox, a wolf, and a dog all running at you with swords and armor.
sweet, and then I pass my turn along.
You pass your turn, all right.
Oh, hey, that's mine! Did you try and snap it?
Hold on. Ah, f***ing hell!
Yeah, it's a magic weapon.
What's that made out of?
Magic. Magic's pretty durable.
Right.
Are you gonna do anything else?
Well, my intention was to snap this, and I have indeed failed, so I guess I'll just gauge the area.
Okay.
That's my
Is that all
only...
you can do on your turn?
Well, I've run out of an action, haven't I?
Yeah, I suppose so.
No, nothing. There's nothing I can... Unless you want to tell me how...
It's not my turn, so I can't take it back.
Right. I guess I'll,
There's quite a few people on the battlefield, so each of them takes 6-second turns, so it'll take a while
Yeah,
before
right.
it comes back to me. I like your hair, by the way.
Thank you. Sorry, we're not
Is it
talking.
natural?
No, we're not talking.
Horatio.
Um.
So you didn't want to use Slayer's Prey as a bonus or anything?
Well, it says that I can cast it. Oh, I guess it goes until yeah, maybe I will. Thanks. Can I do that?
Yes, I will allow it.
I wasn't sure if I needed to like do an attack with it to make it work.
No, it's
but-
just a thing you do to learn stuff about your enemy.
Slayer's Prey is designated one creature you can see within 60 feet. First time each turn you hit that target with a weapon attack, it takes an extra 1d6 damage.
Oh, it's basically Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right.
So I
So yeah,
do that.
you do it.
I
Is it?
did.
It doesn't say anything about concentration.
It just says until long or short rest.
Sweet. Yeah. You can choose one of your targets to just get more damage every time you hit them.
We'll just go because I don't
You
want to hurt
choose
the
Mr.
animals.
Light.
Yeah.
All right. You turn
Nice.
to Mr. Light. You do Slayer's Prey. So this isn't the one that does the
I don't remember.
the learning stuff about them and
No,
resistances and things.
that's
Hunter's something.
Hunter's something. Yeah, Hunter Sense.
Hunter Sense, gotcha. It's Hunter Sense, Slayer's Prey. Got to get my head around those. All right, so with Slayer's Prey, it just means that if you attack Mr. Light, he'll take more damage. Okay, now we're at Horatio.
Okay. Well, I am looking at beautiful Buble and I'm really concerned for her safety, so I'm going to cast Animal Friendship on the bear.
Very cool. All right, very cool. Read that out for me. What does it do? Pretty self-explanatory one, this one, I think.
This spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose a beast that you can see within range. It must see and hear you. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails.
It is not. That's good.
Yes. Otherwise, the beast must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration. If you or one of your companions harms the target, the spell ends. At higher levels, when you cast this spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, you can affect 1 additional beast for each slot level above first.
So what
So I can
what level are you casting it at? Because if you wanted to target more than just this bear, you could try and target one of these other animals as well.
Can I do 3rd level and 3 targets?
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm going to do that.
All right. So the three closest, these three, or one here and two of these, or which ones?
I'm going to do the bear, and I think these ones are closest to Arrow, right?
So these two. Yep.
Yeah, and those two.
Sure.
Nice.
Can you just tell me, is there a
Nice.
range on the animal friendship? Does it
30
say?
feet.
Okay, yeah. I'll say that these guys are a little bit far out, but I'll hand wave it and say you can take the monkey, I'll say you can take it these three, or you can just cast it as a small
Okay, I'll do those three.
one. All right.
Thank
So
you.
what's your DC on top of your spell page? It should say like your difficulty class or DC, or
Yes,
should say
it
spell save
is
DC.
13.
13, wonderful. Well, the bear got a 12, so fails.
Yes.
The tortoise gets a 15. He's like, no. And the monkey gets a 2, so it's charmed. So and it makes them charmed by you for the duration.
Certainly does.
Wonderful. So that's a good use of your spell. What does it look like when you cast Animal Friendship?
When I'm casting my animal friendship, it's like the sun has come up behind me, and my eyes go like anime where they get little sparkles in them, and I go, "Hey, little bear," and I start singing to the bear, and I go, and I go, "Hey, little guy," and then I slap my big thighs, and I go, "You're okay. Where are your friends? Where are all your friends?" And then I look over to the monkey.
Yeah, the monkey.
He's just climbed up, and it looks like he's about to start throwing shit from here.
Hey, little guy. Hey, you don't need to throw shit at us. Listen, we're your friends. We're kind of monkeys ourselves, aren't we, guys? We like to play around, and hey, here's a banana. and then I throw it.
All as part of the spell. This is all the exact spell wording components. Nice.
It's different for every animal.
He's like, there's something comes over his eyes. You see this enchantment magic. Interestingly, at a fairground where that's exactly what they're trying to do: enchant people, and enthrall them and
Beating
stuff.
them
And
at
you've
the
turned it on
game.
them. Wonderful. All right. So this guy and this guy are considered charmed by you. What that means is you can't like direct them to do whatever you want them to do. They're not like your thralls. But what it means is they can't attack you. They have. I'll read you it out exactly. Actually, the charmed condition means that they can't attack the charmer and they can't target you with any harmful effects. It also grants you advantage on any social interactions or ability checks with them. So you can still like try now to actually get the bear to fight for you, but you'll still have to make a check. It just means you'll have advantage on it. And as per the spell, they will no longer be charmed if any of you or your allies harm them in any way.
Okay,
It will
great.
break the spell.
Can I try and convince the bear not to attack Buble?
Sure, I'll allow that. So it's an action to cast the animal friendship, and then I'll say a bonus action to then try and animal handling it. So make me an animal handling check. You have advantage on the check because of the charm.
It's
Pretty good one. Roll again in case it's even higher. It's an advantage.
It's not.
That one is not higher.
And yes, 18.
18 total.
18.
So yes, the bear's coming up, takes one strike at you, and then you're like, "Hey bear, you don't need to do this."
Hey, we don't swap our paws at ladies. We're gentlemen, aren't we, bear?
The bear, who is wearing a hat, he's wearing a little helmet.
Oh, good boy.
He tips his helmet to you, and then, like in an apology, and it seems like yes, he is convinced from that 18 animal handling that he's not going to attack Buble.
Cool.
Thank you.
Oh, these land animals are freaking me out. Hey, little bear. Hey, let's be friends. Right, look. Oh, so nice. Hey, Mr. Bear, we're gentlemen, right?
All right, well done. Calzette turns and says, with in French, he says, with animal skills like that, perhaps we could use you at the circus.
And I said, with animal skills like this, I'm gonna shove it up your ass. Calzette.
Nice. All right. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are going to go now. Mr. Light is going to enter the arena, which means I'm going to just swap him out here. We'll just use Just use any old mini. We'll use this guy to represent bad guys. Mr. Light is going to rush in from the outside here and just be like, Mr. Witch, they're not having fun. And it's just talking about the people who are screaming and running outside. Mr. Light is going to respond, well, I better get my staff back then.
Oh God, no, you shouldn't.
And he is going to say a commanding magic word, and the staff is going to cast Shocking Grasp on you.
I should have just thrown it as far as I could.
You should have, but unfortunately you did not. And so the staff is going to. The staff is going to.
Well, okay then.
Oh, that's a nat 20 on the staff's Shocking Grasp.
I'm sure it was.
So, have we done crits yet in this game? Has anybody crit with an
I think
attack?
we did.
How I do crits is that you take the damage you would roll, you max it out, and then you roll on top of it. So instead of 1d8 damage, it's going to be an 8 just max, and then another d8 on top of it.
I'm so sorry, but I tried really hard to
No,
process
it's okay.
that.
It's
and I couldn't.
you don't need to know. If you crit, I'll let you know what the damage is. So it's going to do 15 points of lightning damage to you.
What did I do? I just tried to be helpful.
You stole his staff, and he wants it back.
Oh God. Okay,
So he's going
damage.
to cast 15 points of lightning damage on you.
Cool.
Then I need a what would this be? A strength saving throw to see if you let go of the staff.
Plus 3.
Okay, so that is a 22.
Nice.
You can choose at this point. You can choose to drop the staff in reaction to this, or you can choose to keep holding it with a 22.
What do I do, guys? Oh God.
You now know that he can, with a command word, shock you with the staff.
Should I try to break it
It's
again?
really up to you. You can keep a hold and try and break it again.
You can try and throw it next turn.
Yeah, I
presumably-
let go of it, but when I let go of it, I throw it 30 feet.
I'm
like, oh, God.
With the lightning of your muscles, you just accidentally throw it 30 feet away.
Wait, like
using
presumably he
hero
doesn't
points.
have like
Oh,
Thor
can I?
powers.
I don't know. Ask Rob.
There's something that Rob asked us
Bucket
last
does.
night on the Facebook chat that I want to save my hero point.
Oh yeah.
Now there's some metagame. All right, it's totally not ominous if the night before the game, the DM asks you something
I'm like,
out of the blue.
what the I think I'll just drop it because I don't want to get shocked again.
Okay, you get shocked, you drop the staff in your space. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, still their turn. He is going to just step forward and pick up the staff. Seems like if he does have Thor powers, he didn't use them.
Before I dropped it, I spit on it though.
All right, my turn. Zip Yeah, it's pretty fun. Did you just spit on it?
And what?
That's so petty. That's so gross. Like, do you not have dignity?
I've got plenty of dignity.
They're really not having fun, Mr. Light. And he's going to leave your melee range, which means you can, if you want,
I'm
use
going
your
to
reaction.
hit him in the head.
Okay, what weapon have you got drawn?
I have my, what's the best one?
Which one have you got drawn? You just had his
Well-
staff and you tried to break it over your knee, so realistically, what did you have in your hands?
Well, I've got my teeth, don't I?
You can try and bite out at him, yeah?
Yeah, why don't I bite him?
Sure.
Just to be petty, you know?
Just to be petty, you
Petty,
just spat
petty,
on his, you just spat on his staff. I think like as he goes down to it, you just put your foot on it.
Oh, and now you're putting your foot on it. Oh, and your foot.
My little foot is
You're
on
such
it.
a child.
My foot is on it.
I thought you were an adventurer. Anyway, it's my turn.
Oh, sorry. Did you want?
Ah, that's so gross.
Touch me.
we don't have to take it this way. You spit on him. This is unnecessary.
He's really pissing me off. So
Turns his back to leave, and you try and bite him on the back.
I like
so
this.
I
Make an
can.
attack roll with your fangs.
So I do a 16, and then I need a 1d4 plus 2.
Yeah, 16 plus stuff hits.
This is the 4.
1 plus 2,
Three.
3 points of damage to him. He takes it,
Excuse me.
3 points of damage. Ow! Unnecessary! Unnecessary!
Is he alive?
He is considered living, yes.
Great. So I'll take some of his
Oh, you use your.
his life.
To
get my hit points.
Is this like a bonus action or is it just your action? Just a regular attack?
It's
it's
just
your regular
it's a
attack.
melee
Yeah,
weapon.
if you bite somebody, I think you can do it, but I think it's a limited number of times a day or something, isn't it?
3, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you are going to bite him and take some of his vitality.
Thank you. How much do I take? Just the same.
I mean, it says on there, doesn't it? I'll bring up your character and see if I can get there.
Regain hit points equal to the piercing damage. Oh, so 3.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, so you regain 3 hit points.
Cool.
Nice, good choice.
Good
he now
job.
leaves the battle though, and he's going outside to try and deal with people not having fun.
Oh, he's leaving.
He is. All right.
He only ever talks about fun, eh? He's a bit boring, ironically.
Ironically boring because he's obsessed with fun. Mr. Light, however, stays in the arena, takes out a little pocket watch, and he seems to be studying this. He doesn't seem to care about what's going on. That takes us to the top of the round. All right. What I will tell you at the top of the round is, actually, I'll make you make a check for it to see if you realise. Everybody make me an intelligence check, please. Just straight intelligence.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
have +0 to intelligence.
Oh dear.
6.
2 + 0.
These dice, man. I'm never bringing you again.
15.
15. Okay, thank goodness that one of us rolled well. Because you don't have the
Ellie.
most book smart of groups, do you?
Well done.
With a 15, you think these two seemed obsessed with people having fun and like the enchantment of all of the fun carnival games and things. So enjoying yourself was probably not a great thing. They didn't seem to enjoy it when everybody was screaming and running out. So you think there might be a chance for you to further adjust this as an action on your turns.
Oh.
What that means for you, and if you should choose to divulge it to your friends, is that you have an additional action option on each of your turns. You can choose to spend your action dwelling.
Oh.
As an action, you may reminisce aloud about a sad but true story from your past. The story must be new to at least 2 of your party.
Oh.
So you can't just keep on this every turn just being like, my sister died. My sister died. My sister died.
I
Like, that's not gonna
immediately
work.
started thinking about,
Yep.
how will I talk about my sister dying?
The story must be new to at least 2 of your party. Doing so will reduce the happiness meter by 1.
This is
So if you want to,
great
if the-
opportunity.
This is a
If
good
the wisdom-
opportunity, isn't it?
if the wisdom save negative is really screwing you guys, then that's an option for you. All right, we're at the top of the round, and Sneaky, you're up. You
Well, I
don't
wouldn't
yet know that
yet.
because you rolled a 6 on intelligence, so that's not what you're thinking of at the moment.
Okay, and she wouldn't have had the opportunity to say anything yet, eh? 'Cause-
Not particularly.
Okay, all right. So I
On
don't know.
Bublé's turn, she can choose to be like, "Well, this is an idea I just had. Everybody be sad
Okay.
Let's get depressed.
if you want." Let's get everybody get depressed.
Okay.
What do you want to do, Sneaky?
I really don't like Calzette.
No, I'd imagine
I
not.
really don't.
Murdered your twin sister. There's
Yeah.
good reason not to like someone.
What a douchebag. Can I go to the other wing and hide behind it? Because I can't hide in the same spot, eh?
Yeah, you'd have to move for it, but again, you'd fly across the stage, you'd see where you go, but not necessarily where you went, or like how far into the wings and stuff, and wings on a stage is usually staggered, so yeah, you can fly across here with your movement, and make this bonus action hide. Try and hide behind the other wing.
Okay. Is that a good idea? Or like, there's a bunch of people over there.
There's also pillars and things that you could fly out and hide behind if you wanted to, get out into the battlefield more, or up into the auditorium.
Ooh, that's a cool idea. And I would know where. Okay, so I have an idea
Okay.
that I think you should agree with.
Hit me with it, and we'll find out.
So this is the auditorium that I used to like steal, like
Correct.
pickpocket from people from, right?
Correct.
So it wouldn't be too far-fetched to think that there's like little
There's
hidden
tiny
passages.
U
and-
sized trapdoors and things. Yeah.
Yeah, can I go hide in one of them?
Sure. So you use your movement, which is 30 feet, right?
Yes.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You get to there. You can dash as a bonus as a rogue if you want to, because you're not quite there yet. You've dashed out of the wings and onto the stage towards the auditorium.
Is that pillar? Can I hide behind that?
This one here
Yeah.
instead?
Yeah.
And sort of make your way over a little bit at a time,
Yeah.
shooting at him the whole while? Sure.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you can hide behind this little pillar here, make a stealth check as your bonus action.
Oops. 6 plus 10.
16. 16 is better than his
14.
perception, so he does not see you right now.
Okay, and then yeah, I'm gonna sneak attack, shoot him again.
Alrighty, do it.
Try not to swear, which is ridiculous because we did that
We can
green
bleep
screen
it.
race. Okay, that
Cost a lot already, so.
11 plus 7. 18. to hit.
18 hits. Oh, now, oh, damn it, you keep hiding from him before you hit him. Yeah. He can't see you because he can't use his reaction.
Good.
Yeah, he sees you fly out. He knows you're going that way, but he's too focused on other
Everything.
threats and making sure that the rest of the people aren't going to be a problem for him.
Okay, so, because I'm still tiny, a d4 instead, right? Oh, that's a 4.
Nice.
Plus 4.
4 plus 4.
And then 3d6, yes?
And then, yep, you add your sneak attack.
6.
8 and 6, 14.
6.
Ooh, that's 20.
1. Oh, that was almost
Pretty
max
good.
damage.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
21
thank you.
onto 15 takes him to 36 damage he's taken.
Yikes.
36 damage just from you. One in the cheek, and then where's this one?
And the dick.
I know you're here, my little daffodil. Oh! I did not know where you were, apparently. Oh, I'm going to find you.
Ah! Oh! Ow! Right in the dick! Ow! Ow! How did you know which side it was hanging on? Ow,
You're like,
I saw the bulge. From your perspective, I'm the bad guy, but like, the dick? Ow! I mean, ow! Oh, ouch! It is the.
Hey, do you want to give us a hand? 'Cause it's a hand. But seriously, if you want to give us a hand, go and sign up to vivaplus.tv. It's our new website, and you can help support Viva La Dirt League. Plus, you get all the episodes a week early, ad-free, interruption-free, and a whole bunch of other good stuff. And you help support us making cool props like that hand. Ow, ow, that's quite hard. It's not soft and fleshy. It's like concrete. It just hit me in the face with concrete. Vivaplus.tv. Sure.
Yikes.
Good.
all right. That's why it hurt him a lot more than the first time.
Yeah,
You're like
exactly.
trying to find the most vulnerable parts of it. All right, that is your bonus action movement and action. That is your whole turn.
I can't do the Whales of the Grave?
Oh, you can now, yes.
Okay. All right.
You see other enemies around you. Does it have to be an enemy within a certain number of feet or radius or something?
Once per turn. Oh, no, wrong one. Immediately after you deal sneak attack damage to a creature on your turn, you can target a second creature that you can see within 30 feet of the first creature, and it takes 2d6 necrotic damage.
The only creatures you can see, other than your allies, are the bear, the monkey, and the tortoise.
Oh, and they're all on our
They're within
they're all
30
on our
feet.
team.
No, the tortoise failed. Succeeded its wisdom save. So isn't
yeah.
charmed.
But it's likely we know each other, right?
It is likely you know each other.
Oh, I can't do it.
Okay.
I can't do
And you
it.
don't use it this turn either yet.
I don't.
Oh, also Dahlia. You could use it on Dahlia.
No.
Alright, that is your turn. Buble, you're up.
Okay. I feel like you've baited me with like an opportunity to tell some backstory. Is that kind of what that was?
Really baked in an opportunity to use some roleplay and reveal some backstory.
Okay.
As an action.
So, and then I have did you say I have a bonus action too? So I could do something first and then
You can
get
bonus
into a bit of
action,
a.
and then as your action, you can dwell.
Okay. So maybe I'll do my. What I'd like to do is I can speak to beasts, I can speak to animals. So I want to try and maybe, even though you've already got the bear away from me, I kind of want to befriend, try and befriend one of the
And
animals,
befriend him?
just to get a bit of camaraderie going on. So yeah, I'm going to try and speak to the bear.
And what do you? What's your intention? Just like get him to actually fight for you? Or just get him to
Yeah,
piss
just become more of an ally in a way.
off? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll allow that.
Okay.
Because animal friendship succeeded and your animal handling succeeded, the DC to do so is going to be lower. So you can speak with animals for free, or do you have to cast a spell to do
I think I can do it at will. Just double check that. Yeah. Speak with animals, beast speech. Yeah, you can cast speak with animals at will without expending a spell slot.
Yeah, you can cast it at will, but it's still
Christ.
going to be your action to cast the spell.
Okay, yeah,
So you can talk to him without actually understanding language speak, or you can use your action to cast speak with animals.
And then you
and
wouldn't
then
be
it
able to
lasts for 10
brew?
minutes and you can speak to them all.
Okay.
But then you wouldn't be able to dwell because you've cast the spell as your action.
Oh, so I wouldn't be able to dwell. So I would lose
It's
my
an action
opportunity
to
to
dwell.
tell the story.
Yeah.
See what you're saying there? Yay. Okay. Oh
Give me a
no.
hero point, I'll let you do it free.
Oh, to do both.
Mm.
Oh. Because if I can get this, can I get all of them to listen to me? No.
If you cast speak with animals, it's on yourself, and then you can talk to any animals for the next 10
So
minutes.
therefore, when I'm telling my backstory, they will
They
hear
will
it.
also hear it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Will that
Alright,
make
so you-
more things sad?
That's what I'm hoping.
We'll see if it's
Ooh,
the
make
backstory.
us real sad.
See how
Oh,
it's
no.
the backstory.
Make us sad.
Alright, so with a hero point token used, I will allow you to, without an action, as a free action, cast speak with animals on yourself.
Okay.
And normally you use this to talk to underwater animals, but you're like, A bear's just like a shark with legs and fur.
Yeah, surely.
Sure. So you speak with the bear. What do you say? As your action, you're going to dwell on your sad story.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
She's talking. Everyone be quiet.
It's really...
Calzette's like, oh, my dick! Oh, sorry.
Now, I've been wanting to share this story with people, and being on the stage here has really triggered me. It's sort of coming out now, and I just need to say it. So that you
And
really...
that's 6 seconds. Everybody moves. Where are you going?
Okay.
Can I, while Bublé's talking, I get out my little violin?
Nice.
Yeah, that makes me. So, just so you know, the reason I'm here on my own, and I'm out of the water, and I don't belong here, but I have no other choice to be here, is when I was very, very young, I was orphaned and left by my family in the deep sea, and I was left for dead inside of a whale carcass.
Oh my God.
And the only way that I could get through and survive was I realized people were watching me as they came past, and so I figured out how to dance and show off, I guess, my skills to these people, and they started slowly paying me money. So this is how I started to earn money, and by the time, over my life, I managed to end up with huge audiences. I was a huge star underwater, but then all of a sudden something weird started happening, and I became kind of trapped in this whale carcass in my mind because I felt like the only thing I was good for was performing and entertaining. And as you may have noticed, sometimes I have fire in my water, and I don't know why. So I'm very confused. There's something going on. But once that started happening, the town shunned me, stopped paying me. They left me for dead again, and I felt very rejected once again. And then I realized that they were basically calling me a freak because I was weird and I could do this weird stuff. And so that's why I've had to basically swim up and come onto land, starting again. No one, nothing, no family, and that's why I'm very confused to be here. And then being on stage has really... Oh, that's so sad.
That's
Is that it?
so sad.
Badass.
So sad.
Do you know how much fun everybody's having at the carnival?
Yeah,
lot
but
of fun.
townsfolk cast around.
We need to.
All the animals should be crying too, are they not?
Yeah.
The animals don't fully understand most of the nouns you used. What is a whale? What is a carcass? What are people? What is a performance? They're animals.
Damn, I really thought I could just
With,
talk to
as
them.
we've established, less than a 4 intelligence. Because otherwise the beast thing wouldn't have worked on them.
But the violin speaks to the soul.
It does.
So-
Yeah, music
It does.
transcends language.
Which is,
It's manipulating
which is why it's very
them.
sad for all of you. And on your turns, you can also dwell on your turn to make the happiness go down.
Okay.
So that's why I have no idea where I came from. I don't know where my parents are, and I was completely shunned from my village.
That is so sad.
It's so sad, isn't it?
It's so sad.
Yeah.
We really feel for you.
At least we know that no one could possibly be having any fun right now.
No way.
No way.
It's just so tragic.
Wait, what? Is that laughing?
What? I just bared my soul.
You have got to be kidding. Who could be laughing at a time like this?
Tragic.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sobbing. I'm really touched by this story. How could anyone shun such a beautiful woman? I really think that your town has done you a great disservice, and actually, they're really going to regret this because your presence lights up the room.
That's actually like. That's so sweet. I wish Horatio was real.
Also not technically a woman. We decided because of the watery nature, we decided gender fluid.
Fluidity.
But, lady, I like being
Gender
a lady.
fluid, but
You can-
happy to use
happy to
she,
use
her
she, her.
pronouns.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, back to Kai.
so that's your turn. You weep and the happiness goes down.
Okay, by
Mr.
one.
Witch says, Mr. Light, they're cottoning on. Then we've got Bublé's turn. They're done. All right, that was your... Oh, do you want to move? You've got movement left if you want to use it.
No, y'all stay there.
Quick,
All right.
Quizzy,
Yes.
have you've told us about We Understand? We Understand?
You kind of got the vibe from the
okay,
sad story, and you kind of felt the vibe shift, and you were like, oh, Oh, that's you might be onto something.
Gotcha.
Because otherwise it would have made no sense. They're just in the middle of a fight.
Monologue.
I know, I was thinking.
Mobilize just like, just everybody hold on a second.
I need a monologue.
Let me tell you where it came from. All right, now it is bad guys' turns. All right, we are going to go with, we'll start with Dahlia. She's going to use her enthralling dance once again. Dahlia dances. Every creature within 30 feet of her can see her. Can she get any more of them in if she goes elsewhere?
Hey. What kind of dance is she doing?
She's too far away, so she's just going to dance away over here a little bit.
And is it a tap? Is it a jig?
Is it a sad dance?
Tap is so like.
It is not. It is a very upbeat dance, but it is more contemporary. I'd say it is very gymnastic in its approach. So she must do a blah blah blah. Everybody within 30 feet does a wisdom saving throw, which is still just the two of you. If you are already charmed by Dahlia, which you are currently, you make the saving throw with disadvantage.
Cool.
And a -2.
So you roll it twice, and the take the lowest.
Twice, take the lower of the two numbers.
Would not seeing her sister
9.
dancing make Sneaky sad? Because she's not alive anymore.
Yeah.
As an action on your turn, sure.
Nice try.
I got
total.
5 plus 3.
-2.
Minus.
so you got a 6.
6, yeah.
And you got a 9 total.
I did my lowest minus my wisdom.
Minus your wisdom save, and then -2 as well.
Okay, so that's 7.
Yeah, so both of you fall for the dance again. You're still enthralled by that. Thankfully, on your turn, you didn't make an attack roll or an ability check, so you didn't have disadvantage on anything. You just cast a spell and then did the duel action. So you were watching her enthralling dance while also just narrating your sad story. That is Dahlia's turn. She's not going to do that or that yet. Calzette. What is he going to do on his turn? He's going to...
Cry.
He's going to...
Because he got shot in the dick. And it makes him sad.
And the sadness style goes down.
The
meme with the...
He's
really sad. His dick
hurts.
He's crying.
All right, he's going to... He's got a reach of 10 feet. He doesn't like that you're doing your thing, so he's going to move after in the direction you went.
No!
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As he rounds the corner here, he sees you round the back, and with a 10-foot reach to his whip, he's going to take multi-attack against you.
Oh! And he's going to miss.
We'll see.
Yeah.
What's your armor class?
15.
15.
Nice.
All right. He says, so... What brings my best little money earner back to my clutches, huh? You go broke? You need a loan? You need a job?
Oh, rude.
And then he's getting too cocky with it, and that one whips past and hits, sort of wraps around the pole a little bit, pulls it back again with his second attack. Yes, 19 plus his modifier definitely is going to hit. So he's going to hit you with the whip, and you are going to take... actually... He might want to forego the damage on this. So he has a feat that I created called Whipmaster. That means that you either take 8 slashing damage, or he can choose to forego the damage and grapple you instead as he wraps the whip around you. So I think he's going to do that. He's going to forego the damage. He's going to whap the rip around you. He's going to wrap the whip around you.
I've got you now, you little shit. What the f*** was that?
What was that? A long whip compensating for something, but it's still not long enough. Ha ha! You can't get me, you can't get me.
You know I've got multi-attack. And you are considered grappled by the whip. He says,
Consider yourself grappled.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Gotcha. That is his action. His bonus action is then to command one of the beasts to go.
Wait, does it make me sad?
If you dwell on your turn, it does. He's going to command one of the beasts to go. He's going to command the wolf over here to rush up to you. Arrow, it had to use its movement to get to you, so it can't also make an attack. But now there's a wolf in melee range with you. That was his bonus action. He's not going to use his reaction for anything yet. And that he's not using those yet either. Okay, that is Calzette's turn. It is now just the beast's turn. So we're going to start with that wolf that just ran up to you. The wolf is going to take an attack. What's your armor class, Arrow?
It's definitely 16. Let me just check. Sorry, I was just checking
It's definitely, but almost.
I was checking our chat for some context for
Gotcha.
myself. Just a second.
That'll definitely hit anyway. It's a 23
I feel like
to
the
hit.
internet. There's something wrong with. Oh, 16. Yeah.
So 23 to hit from the wolf. It's going to bite you for 5 points of damage.
Great.
Then the fox is going to use its turn to move up to you. The dog is going to also move up to you. So that's their turns. The monkey is not going to do anything because he's charmed by you, and he's just going to be like. In fact, I'm going to roll an attack against Arrow, but with disadvantage because technically with charm he doesn't attack you, but it doesn't mean he's generally non-hostile to your friends as well, unless you take your turn to persuade them like you did with the bear. So he's going to take an attack at Arrow, a ranged attack. He throws a rock at you. Thankfully it was at disadvantage, so that nat 20 is not there. He's going to get a 13, so that's going to miss. Just a rock goes flying past you. And then the tortoise is going to use his turn to come for you as well.
Oh.
That is all of all of the animals gone. That is all of these bad guys. Arrow, you're up.
Great. Sorry, I was just looking at my backstory so I could.
So you can dwell. As you're being attacked by three canines.
Speaking of that, now I'm kind of a little unsure as to what takes precedence over the set. Like, I'm assuming that I need to attack because otherwise I'm going to die. So, animal handling specifically, that doesn't allow me to speak to anybody. It's just vibes, right?
Yeah, animal handling is just vibes. You might be able to animal handle these guys. They're not under his thrall per se. They're just well trained circus animals.
Right. So maybe so if they're well trained, maybe I will try to tell them to. They all look like they have the ability to sit, don't they?
They're all canines.
Yeah.
One of them's a wolf though, so.
It's a dog.
We've got a wolf, a dog, and a fox.
So they're trained for the circus.
Yes.
So what if I grab that rock that the monkey threw at me, and I'm like, do you want it? What's that? And then I throw it that way.
I love this idea. Let's hope it pays off. All right.
My animal handling.
So yeah, this is going to be your action, and much like with the snapping over the knee, if you fail an animal handling check, it does nothing.
Okay.
So let me set a DC first. They're all going to have different DCs. The dog is going to have the lowest DC, and you just need to get a. I'm going to say you just need to get a 12 animal handling to persuade the dog to run after it.
Okay.
For the fox, it's going to be a 15, and for the wolf, it's going to be an 18.
Okay. 8 plus 6.
8 plus 6 is a 14. So the dog alone is going to chase after the rock that you've thrown. Where did you throw it?
I was like,
Just out of the tent?
Yeah, out of the tent. I was like, what's that?
Throw it at Mr. Light.
Ow!
And then the dog. And you've taken the dog off the battlefield.
Yes, one down.
Nice.
Without violence.
Without violence, without killing him. That is a good chance. The fox almost got it. It was, and then.
And then is my action?
The fox looks back from the rock and goes,
Ding, 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 ding.
I forget. Was dwelling a bonus action?
dwelling is an action,
Okay.
which is your throw action.
So I've pretty much tapped myself out.
You have multi-attack, I think, as a ranger, which means your rock throw was one of your 2 attacks.
Okay. So, frick. We don't want to kill them. I don't feel like that's the vibe, to be honest. It's
not their fault.
Killing them, right? So what is something that I could do? I don't know. They are. Is there anything I can do? God, there's no. Oh, spider climb. I'd have to leave their attack.
I think you're good. I think you're tapped.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, that's all good.
Moving on.
Horatio, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna dwell.
Okay.
I don't have a. It doesn't matter that it's not on the list of actions.
No, I've invented it.
Oh, great, cool. Can I dwell and also my dwelling is an enthralling performance?
Oh, like
you can't do 2 actions as one just by claiming that that's what you're doing. Okay, it's an enthralling performance in which I attack people and dodge, and then I hide in an attacking kind of enthralling way while using magic.
You get it.
Yeah, I get the desire to do all things at once. You have one action on your turn. You can choose to spend that action dwelling, or you can enthralling performance. If you give me a hero point, I'll allow both at once, like I did over here with the spell.
I'll dwell.
Okay.
I'll dwell.
You also have your bonus action and your movement.
Yes. Okay. Ma. All of this.
Here we go. I'm going to sit down.
It's not really funny, is it?
It's going to be a while.
It's going to be sad, sorry.
Yeah. All this violence really takes me back to my childhood. I know it's hard to believe when you look at me. I am so handsome, really huge muscles, the biggest horns anyone's ever seen. I think I could speak for everyone here when I say that. But I was once just a little minotaur, a little guy, and I grew up in a gladiator fighting ring, and I had no family. I was a sensitive boy, and I tried to make friends. I love my friends. It's my friendship means everything to me, but I couldn't befriend these guys because I had to kill them. I was being trained up to be a killing machine, so were they. Every day we got chucked out in the ring, we fought against each other, we battled, so sad.
It's really super sad.
Oh, yeah!
But then people outside, you hear them going, "Yay, more candy floss!" and it brings it back up to a 1.
Guys, it's a 1
That's
though.
not, that's good. That's good.
We're teetering right there.
-1 to your wisdom saves. All right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. That's your
about me.
action. You've got a bonus and movement.
Bonus and movement. Yes. What's happening here? Okay, Calzette. Can I move within attacking range of Calzette?
You can.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, run around
gonna
this
dash.
there. 5, 10, 15, 20. You jump off of the stage. 25.
Oh,
30.
Can I goring rush him?
Yeah. What's your movement speed?
Range, is it the damage?
A million.
Yeah, movement speed.
Movement speed.
Top of the first page, I think it is.
Thank you.
Oh, I think it's like walking
I think
speed.
normally it's 30, but I think the Minotaur
30, yes, is walking speed, yeah.
I'll allow it. It's like pushing it a little bit to get all the way to him, but I'll allow that.
Great.
So you, if you have, Goring Rush says anything about, do you have to take the dash action or anything?
It doesn't, yes. Immediately after you take the dash action on your turn and move at least 20 feet, you can make 1 melee attack with your horns as a bonus action. I love attacking with my horns.
You've used the action to dwell, so you don't have your dash action. So you're just going to use your regular movement, so it's not going to be your bonus action attack, but you now have a, let's see, bonus action for anything else. Goring Rush is not applicable.
Okay.
You can bonus action Bardic Inspiration somebody.
Yeah. Charger, all of these. Hammering horn, no.
No, that's if you hit with an attack.
Okay, but yeah, I'll do
Mantle of Inspiration.
Yeah.
Spend Bardic Inspiration to grant temporary hit points to up to 2 creatures you can see, who can then use their reaction to move away without provoking opportunity attacks.
Okay,
I personally would love that. No pressure.
I think you're too far away.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
60
feet.
60 feet is about there.
Does it reach?
I'll hand wave it. It's fine. Yeah.
Yay! Okay,
Here's how I'll hand wave it. You're in an area that is specifically designed for performances, and so all of the sound and everything is like the acoustics have been designed that your voice, your bardic inspiration, your theatrical performance and dancing shall travel a little further than usual.
That is actually incredibly good. So
I am now scared that I'm close to Calzette.
You run up to him. That's usually what happens when you run into somebody's melee range. Yeah, you get close to them.
Yeah. Can I backspace? No, I'll stay there and I'll use the Mantle Inspiration.
Okay. Mantle of Inspiration. So you spend 1 use of your Bardic Inspiration, of which I think you have 2 per short rest. And you give 8 temporary hit points to up to 2 creatures you can see that can see or hear you. So which 2 are you choosing? For 8 temporary hit points. Those same 2 that you choose can then use their reaction to move their speed.
Okay, I'm gonna 8 temporary. I'm gonna do Calzette and I'm gonna holler to the strongest animal attacking arrow, which is the
I think you're misunderstanding. You would give temporary hit points to an ally.
You're
helping
giving them more health.
Oh, okay, yes, okay.
You wouldn't want your enemies using their movements.
No. Sorry, I did get confused.
Right,
okay,
yeah, I was obviously not describing it well. You're giving temporary hit points, which is like a buffer to your current hit points, so it'll give them 8 extra hit points essentially.
So
It's not exactly healing, but for most purposes, it's the same as just healing them 8. So you'd choose Arrow, and then Arrow would be able to use the reaction to move away without incurring an attack of opportunity from these two. And then you can choose, you can't, maybe you can see, but you're grappled, so you can't use your movement anyway.
Yeah.
So you could choose Sneaky and give her the temporary hit points, but she wouldn't be able to use her reaction to move. You could also choose any of the animals that you've charmed, or your friend Buble.
Okay, great. I will give them...
Just choose this guy and the bear, that's fine. Nobody else gets to move.
I'll give them to... I want to say the monkey.
Make a choice.
And of course, I'm gonna give these points to beautiful Buble, the most beautiful person I ever seen. Wait, there's a monkey.
You're obviously going to pick me, aren't you?
Oh, now I'm torn.
What? Who is this?
The monkey is funky, but Buble is...
Why are you...
beautiful. Oh, I'm so torn. Oh,
I need your help. My armor class sucks.
I'm so sorry. I gotta pick the monkey.
Monkey and Arrow. Okay.
Was it bad?
You could have given Buble 8 temporary hit points, but you gave it to
Oh no, I
Monkey
changed it.
instead.
I'll give it to Buble.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that makes more. That's
Arrow and Buble, there we go. So Arrow and Buble, you
good.
get 8 temporary hit points. You
thank you very
can mark
much.
that on where the hit points is. There's
Yeah.
a section where you can search your hit points and put temporary hit points.
What did you say it was? 8.
8.
Yeah, thank you.
You can then use your reaction, if you want to use your reaction, to move away. You can move up to your speed, which I think is 30 for you.
35 actually.
35 for you, nice.
So what?
Each one's 5. 20, 25, 30, 35, yeah, that's correct. And then you can also use your movement if you want to move anywhere.
Oh. I'm a bit tricked at the moment.
I use all 30 feet to just dance on stage.
Yeah, I'll just stay on stage. Quite
Sound
comfortable
stage.
there.
Right, I'm good. Thanks for the hit points, though. All right, so that's your bardic inspiration. You inspire these ladies that are fighting alongside you, these people.
Inspiring.
That is your bonus action. Your action was to dwell. Your movement is all used up, that means it's you. That is Mr. Light and Mr. Witch. Mr. Light is still outside, making sure everybody's having fun, keeping the spirits up, trying to appease the people who are screaming and running out and everything by giving them free candy floss and nuts. And Mr. Witch then is going to go, I don't have time for this. Calzette. And he clicks his watch, and then something seems to like spark out of it and flitter over to Calzette, and he goes, use it wisely. And then he turns and leaves. He's got to go deal with stuff around the carnival.
That feels very ominous.
Yeah.
They are off of the board, off of the initiative order. We're back to the top of the round with Sneaky Minaj.
Oh, right. Okay. So.
After their turn, I think it's now getting to a point where he's got a big dire minotaur charging at them, so he's doesn't really like that. So he is going to use one of his legendary actions for the first time.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's right. Calzette has legendary actions because he is your main boss, and I tend to give bosses legendaries. So he is going to use a legendary action to make... although he's wanting to keep you restrained, he would make a whip attack as his legiondary, but you're restrained in his whip. So he's not going to. He's not going to. He's going to choose to not do his legendary action.
Legendary. I think he's been demoted. He's no longer a legend.
He's no longer a legend.
Sneaky!
Ha! Opportunity attack, Whipmaster. Oh wait, no, if I whip you, then I've got to let go of you. Give me a sec. There's a good chance that I could hit you because you've got low armor class, but I'd only do like 10 points of damage at most, so like, and then you'd be able to hide, and then you get sneak attack on me, which is really hurting the dick a couple of times now. No, I think I'll stay where I am. I think you're good.
That's it. Just dance. Okay.
What was it? Ali wanted flavor to start this video.
Yeah, because this is on the socials. Anyway, we're here on social media today with some flavor in the form of dancing. But we did just want to say, we've got Tales of the Misfits merch. Our D&D campaign, the women's campaign, we've now got merch. So if you want to get some, Britt, where should they go?
VLDL.shop would be a great place to start.
Yeah.
Would recommend you visit that location on the internet.
Yeah. Now, spice it out. Flavor it out. Yeah.
What a choice.
Damn.
You make the best choices.
Woo! VLDL.shop.
It's your turn. You're caught up in a whip.
Okay, so
you
we
can
still
use your
got me?
action to try and get out of the whip, break the grapple. You can use your action to dwell.
If I try to break out of a grapple, that's probably athletics, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my athletics is terrible.
Technically, if you're breaking a grapple, it's athletics or acrobatics,
Acrobatics.
which is much better for you.
Yes, that's +4 instead of -2.
And if you were already in your small size, you could also just shrink because it's wrapped around you. It would have just fallen off.
But I think
You're
I'm
already
already
small. You're already tiny, sorry.
That's what I thought. I was like, I could
Yeah.
shrink, but I can't because I'm already shrunk.
So what are you going to do? You can attack him from where you are. You can break the grapple to try and get out of there.
And Horatio's right there, yes?
I think actually, just now remembering, because he's not grappling you with his hand, I think I gave my Whipmaster feat just, you can just use an action to slip out of it. Like it just automatically succeeds. Still think what you're going to do regardless, and I'll just look that up real quick.
Okay, let me just think.
Grapple, if they take an action to remove the whip. Yeah, so you can take your action to just remove the whip, and there's no chance of it failing. You can just like grab it and unwrap it, but that'll take your whole action to get out of it.
Right. And then if I move, he has an opportunity? Okay.
Yes, because you're moving out of his 10-foot melee range.
Okay. I would normally try to get out, but Horatio's right there, so I think I might dwell.
Okay.
I'm just going to finish.
You might dwell, I love that.
I might dwell. I'm just going
I think
to
I'll just dwell.
finish my lozenge because I'm going to have to do a lot of talking, so let me just quickly do that.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
Crunch,
I'd like to do a crunch action.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
all
like to
about
eat. So, I'm going to dwell. But everyone already knows my sister's dead.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't know, like, how it happened,
In
right?
that situation.
Okay.
I think Horatio probably would, but these two wouldn't.
Right.
So it would still work.
Okay. So, I'm already getting emotional. How do I do this without crying?
Make us sad.
If you actually shed a tear, Rob will put it all the way down.
Yeah.
So.
I will put it all the
Oh
way
no,
down.
now the pressure's
I'm
gone.
kidding.
Since we're at 1 and it goes down by 1, I will put
right.
it all the way down.
Right. Okay, so it's my fault. It's my fault that Dahlia is dead. So, as you can see, she's stunningly beautiful. And back in our village, I was jealous of that. And you'd think, like, with her beauty that she would be arrogant or mean or up herself, but she wasn't. She was so kind to me, and every time I was excluded from things, she made sure that I had to come along. We were a package deal, and she never left me behind. And yet I still resented her for being so beautiful and me always being passed by. So I would make dresses in our village and I would make them for Dahlia. And we had a fairy ball, and for just one time I wanted to outshine her. I wanted to be prettier. So I went looking for these really rare petals, but they were too far south of our village. And Calzette found me, and he lied. He said I was beautiful, and I wanted so desperately to hear it that I believed him. And then he grabbed me, and then he told me that he was actually looking for my sister. Dahlia came running once she heard, once he went to the village and said that I was trapped. She didn't hesitate for a second to save me, to sacrifice herself, to save me instead. But he took us both. He took us both back to the circus and would use. He named me Sneaky Minaj, and he named my sister Chi-Chi Minaj. And he would use her to dazzle, and I was still jealous. we were trapped now, but I still couldn't get over my own jealousy of her. Then one day we had devised a plan to escape, and Chi-Chi, Dahlia, was going to distract Calzette while I was going to steal the key to free us. But I fumbled. And he grabbed me. And for so long, Chi-Chi had built up a relationship with Calzette that he finally began to trust her. And in the moment that I was hurt, he wasn't going to hurt her at all. He was going to kill me. Like, I was more replaceable than she was. And she had the choice to stay alive or to turn on him for me, and she did. And she attacked him to save me. And he grabbed her right in front of me and crushed her.
It was my choice. You have always had a connection to her spirit since that day, and you now hear her voice in your head, not coming from the creature, this puppet that is dancing for his amusement, but inside you, staying with you, watching over you, guiding you. You hear her say, "It was my choice."
That's just gonna make me cry.
You say you were more replaceable. That's true. That's not true. You're irreplaceable to me.
And we drop down to 0.
There is no more wisdom penalty to your wisdom saving throws, as the vibe of the entire carnival is now turning, and the Mr. Witch and Mr. Light do not like that. All right, well done. Congratulations.
You got it.
I'm so sad now.
If you didn't have a hero point, I'd probably give you one.
Damn it, I should have used it.
All right. He says, in response to all of this, he says, "But don't you think she's even better now? Does exactly what I say without question. And I don't have to worry about her trying to escape anymore. Quite the talent that Bonecaller has, eh? To do me such a solid in bringing back my little petal here." And he gestures towards her. "I would have been quite mad at myself if I'd destroyed such a wonderful source of the golden nectar." That is your action. You have a bonus action, and you don't have movement because you're grappled.
Golden nectar. What is that?
It's just referring to, it's using Fey-like terms in order to sort of be analogous for money. She brings in the money. She brings in the gold.
Oh, gotcha.
The liquid
So
gold.
what I'm learning is Bonecaller is a piece of shit.
Bonecaller is the one who helped him bring her back to life, because the Bonecaller is the necromancer.
Shit.
And he's a piece of shit for being like, yeah, let's use her even after death. Anything as a bonus action?
I can't steady aim, would I?
No, steady aim is your whole turn to take. You use your movement, your bonus, and your action to make an attack with advantage.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at, my
I think
bonus
you're good then.
actions. Yeah, Misty Step.
All right, Buble.
That's a hard act to follow.
Do a little dance on the stage.
Yeah. What can I do?
Let's just raise the happiness again. Actually, it's pretty sad now.
Do we want to bring that down even further? We do, eh?
Negative numbers exist?
Yeah. Okay.
Trauma dump. Trauma dump.
Okay, what I would like to do is...
This is going to be super high comedy value. People turn their heads and be like, yay, slapstick nonsense.
No, okay, what I would like to do as a tribute to that beautiful, sad, torturous story that Sneaky just told, I would like to do a tribute interpretive dance on the stage.
Cool.
If you could play your violin, that would be really good.
Absolutely.
And I'm basically going to just do a really sad dance to try and just... I'm not great with communication or dealing with people because of my backstory. I've always been on my own. So my way to show my support and love is to dance for you instead. and also hope that it brings the mood down even further.
Oh,
All right, so let's do a performance check.
it's making me sad now, guys.
This is a performance check, and because you're dancing, I'm going to make it a dexterity-based performance check. So
Okay.
You're proficient in performance, I believe. Let me see your skills.
I don't know why that
Yes.
got me.
Yes.
I am.
So,
Like you being like, I can't communicate, but I'll use my art. Like,
what's your dexterity
Oh,
modifier?
sorry, 0, I think? Yeah,
0. So dexterity is not great, but you are proficient in performance, so you get to add your proficiency bonus to this. So this one plus 3.
Okay, this one plus 3. 13 plus 3.
16 is
16.
pretty good.
Nice.
It is
Okay.
good enough to knock this into the negative.
Oh, wow.
Sneaky, this one's for you.
We're now at -1, which means for your wisdom saving throws, you actually get a +1 to your saves.
Nice.
I was worried that it would be like, too bad, something else is happening.
No, you're lowering the mood of the entire carnival, and you can hear Mr. Witch and Mr. Light outside like,
What the fuck is going on? Have fun already, have fun, come on! There's a Ferris wheel! Why is everybody so sad?
all right.
Can it start raining?
It starts to gently rain outside. That was your action. You've got movement and bonus.
rain on a tent.
Can I move? Oh, she's grappled, eh? Like she's still in his.
She's in the whip.
Yeah, I wanted to just like move and then just like give her a hug, but I can't do that because I'll get attacked. So I might just stay on the stage.
Stay on the stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Did you do anything with the bear before? Did you actually get him? I can't remember. No, I think you cast Speak with Animals and then
Yeah,
you
no, I
growled.
just
You
told
didn't
my
actually
story.
like focus your attention on the bear.
Yeah.
So the bear's still just like a
He's
neutral
chilling.
party at this point.
Yeah.
All right, it is now bad guy's turn, represented by the dog that ran off after the rock. We will start with Dahlia. Dahlia is going to continue her little performative dance, keeping the two of you enthralled, hopefully. Wisdom saving throw from both of you. You're already enthralled by her, so you have disadvantage, but you now get to add a 1 to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
5. So roll twice, eh?
Roll twice the lower. So 5 plus your wisdom save.
3, so 8 minus 1 is 7.
Plus 1.
Plus 1.
Oh, plus 1! 9.
Because you did a sad dance.
Oh my god, I did.
8 total.
Sorry?
8 total.
8 total. Unfortunately, you're both still enthralled by her, meaning any actions you take, any skills, it'll be at disadvantage.
Okay.
But thankfully, you haven't been doing any attacks or anything, so it hasn't actually come up. Then we'll do Calzette. Calzette is going to take his, let's see, holding anything he needs you to drop, so he doesn't need to do that applaud thing again. He's going to make 2 whip attacks against you again. He's going to drop the whip off of you so that he can bring it back and
he misses.
hopefully. We'll
Twice.
see. We'll see. What's your armor class? Nope, 22 is going to hit, and then the second one is going to hit again with a 19.
Oh, no.
God damn it.
So both of those are going to hit. You're going to take damage both times. He's grappled you the first time, saved you from running away. Does he want to do that again?
No.
He says, I've actually been benefiting quite nicely from pairing up with the carnival here. I'm glad I was able to make the introductions to the Almuter and get this embuscade business going.
Yeah, I wanted to.
That is, the first damage is going to be, you're not concentrating on anything, are you? So it doesn't matter what damage it is. Do it all at once. You take 5 points and another 8 points for a total of 13.
Okay.
13 points of damage.
But uncanny dodge.
Oh, okay. So you uncanny dodge the first one or the second one?
The second one? Because it was more
Totally,
damage.
because I know that it's more after the fact. Yeah. So you take the first 5 damage.
Okay.
And then you half with your reaction the second damage and only take half. So that's the damage you take. Whap whap. Two whip cracks. He doesn't wrap you up in this one because he wanted to do the damage instead. He is then going to use whip crack as his bonus action to command one of the animals He's going to command the wolf to come after you again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So the wolf's going to get up on your grill. And then it is the animal's turn. So the wolf is going to take an attack at you. Arrow? That's not great. That is a 13. It's going to miss your armor class, I believe.
It did miss my armor class,
Yeah, so the wolf takes a bite at you but misses. Then everything else is going to use its turns to move up. The bear's just going to like chill
Leave
out.
me alone, I just ran away.
And then this guy's going to throw a rock at you with disadvantage because he's charmed at the moment, so he's kind of a little bit out there. But that's going to be a 17 to hit, which I think is a hit, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that is going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage
bloody
as the rock
rock?
hits you in the head.
A bloody rock!
Ow!
It's okay, I had temporary hit points, so...
That is, yeah, it takes off of the temporary hit points. That is all of the bad guys' turns. Then it is your turn to retaliate. What do you want to do?
Oh, God.
I just got out of this situation
just
with the
bloody
dogs.
got out of this. I'm not sure what the consensus is on these animals because I don't want to hurt them because they're sneaky. They could be sneaky friends.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're my friends.
Circus performers.
And I'm not really
Probably
an animal
captors, much like yourself.
Hater.
Killer.
Yeah, you
like
love
I'm
them.
not really like into the whole like kill the animal thing.
Can
You can do non-lethal damage if it makes sense to do so. So club them in the head with something and potentially knock them out. You could do that. Still going to hurt them, but
yeah,
it won't kill them.
Won't kill them.
It'll knock them out though.
You can choose to do something non-lethal as long as it makes sense. You can't do non-lethal with like a slashing weapon in my games or pierce. You can't non-lethal somebody with an arrow necessarily.
Yeah, like
maybe you
donk
can,
them
but
with the handle and just
depends where you hit them. So you're attacking with short swords usually.
Yeah, I guess, but that would be lethal. Or I could use the butt, like the. hilts of
Yeah. So if you are trying to use non-lethal with a short sword, I'll say you're trying to hit them with either the flat of the blade or the pommel of the blade, which means it won't do its usual D6 plus blah blah blah. It'll do a D4. So it'll do slightly less damage, but it'll be non-lethal.
11 plus.
11 plus your attack modifier is 17. That'll hit, and then a D4 plus 2, I think it is.
1.
Is it? What's your attack?
For the short sword.
Yeah, short sword. It's usually a D6 plus
6. D6 plus 3. Sorry.
D6 plus 3. No, D6 has been lowered to a D4 because you're using
of course,
non-lethal,
plus
so it's
3.
1 plus 3, 4 points of damage. 4 points of bludgeoning to these guys.
Non-lethal.
Which one are you going for, the wolf or the fox?
The wolf.
The wolf. It doesn't knock him out straight in one, but he is considered wounded, so it's taken up half his health. Which actually means massive damage potentially. No, he succeeds on his conserve.
But like he's not
like
die.
It's like non-lethal damage though.
Sorry, wounded is the game term for like being on half health.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
So he's non-lethal. So he's not. You haven't actually like done anything permanent damage to him. I'm just gonna put a little token on him just to remind us that he's on half health.
Arrow is avoidant, so she is continuing to attack instead of share her backstory.
Get away from me! Get away! Back, you beast! You emotional beast! I will not! Ah! I don't care what any of you do to me. I'm not telling my fucking sob story. I won't be emotional. I won't show a feeling. I won't shed a tear. None of you will get me to cry.
I don't know why I'm turning into Shakespearean dialogue. Hey, if you have feelings, that's okay. You're allowed to feel.
Okay, make another attack. You've got 2 attacks per turn, so if you hit the wolf with the same amount.
15.
15 plus stuff will hit, and then
2 plus.
Yep, that's enough. So you clunk, knock the wolf out with a couple of swift blows
This is running.
with the pommel of your blade. That I think is your action. You've got bonus and movement if you want it.
Bonus action. Is there anything I can do? I should know this, but I just get very distracted when we're. I don't really think I have any cool bonus actions, guys. I've got like Slayer's Prey that I had, but I don't know
You
who
put
I
it on Mr. Light and he ran away.
Yeah, right. I could do Slayer's Prey on the fox, I guess, as a bonus action.
Yep, you can do that if you want.
Let's do that.
All right, so you turn around to the fox and like, look.
Look, you.
I'm gonna f you up.
You got one chance to run away, and it's right now.
Okay. Seeing that you're now out of his whip, he's going to, at the end of your turn, use a legendary action to make a whip attack. He's going to try and whip you again.
And he's gonna miss.
Oh, he might actually. What's your AC?
20.
I think it's more than an 11, which is what.
Oh yeah, it's 15.
Yeah. He's whipping at you. He's got his chair out. That's all you can do as a legendary
Can I just
action.
pretend I dodged?
You just dodge out of the way of it. You're up.
Okay, so Sneaky is not
trapped anymore.
You're not trapped. Okay, I'm gonna attack him.
Attack him.
With my horns, of course.
Of course.
All right, bash him with your horns. Make an attack roll.
Oh, backspace. I'm gonna attack him with my longsword.
Longsword.
It has hard damage.
Much higher damage.
I just love the horns.
We can
We all
flavor
do.
it that it's your horns when it's actually the longsword damage. All right, so you are attacking with the sword / horns. Roll an attack roll. That's the damage. So that's only if you hit.
Yes.
Roll an attack roll first, and because you are enthralled by Chi-Chi's performance, you're kind of half distracted watching her. This is going to be at disadvantage.
So that was 17.
15. 15 is still pretty good. So 15 plus your modifier
Plus
will
your
be
hit
enough to
thing.
hit. Actually, add it up for me because he might be able to do something about that.
Oh yes, and the attack modifier is not on the first page. It's on the second page.
It's across from your longsword.
Oh, sorry, I was already on
No,
the right.
you're good.
Longsword, it should say plus some number.
Plus 4.
Plus 4?
Is it hit
Let me-
slash
let me look.
DC?
Yeah.
Oh, plus 7.
Plus 7. Whew, damn.
Damn.
Good longsword. Yeah, all right, so with a plus 7 onto 15, takes it to a 22. He can't do anything to prevent that. That's going to hit regardless. So he brings his chair up. He's going to try and do something to try and block it with his chair, but it's just too much. It slashes through.
Nice.
For how much damage? It was
1d8 plus 4.
1d8 plus 4, or a d10 if you're using 2 hands.
I'm using 2 hands.
There you go. So a d10, that one you've just picked up.
That's
that
10.
one's the d10.
7.
7 plus 4, 11 points of slashing damage to him. Nice.
How's he looking?
Bad?
With that one, I think
Bad.
he's bloodied.
You hurt my poor little Sneaky. So now I'm gonna kill you.
Good luck. Parry! Ah, shit, I mistimed that. Oh, that really hurt. Oh, God.
Why did you do it so early?
I don't know. Oh,
You
really
were
off my
really
game.
premature.
Well, she shot me in the fucking dick. It makes you kind of thrown off a little bit. Ow!
Sorry.
With that, 11 points of damage. Yeah, he's looking like he's rough. He's still got some fight left in him, but he's
Squeeze
definitely
it out of
taking some strikes here.
Can I take a bonus action?
Yep. What's your bonus action?
Goring Rush.
Okay.
Get him.
You can. Oh, Goring Rush, as we discussed before,
Oh,
is
yeah,
after you've taken the dash action.
You got to dash first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think as a bard that isn't a Swords Valor bard or whatever, then I think that means you only get 1 attack per round. So I think that's your attack done. You've got a bonus action if there's something you can do with it, but I don't know that there is without dashing. Inspiring. You can still inspire. You've got 1 more inspiration.
Yeah.
I don't remember if you used any inspiration.
2 weapon fighting. That doesn't mean that I can take out another weapon and give him another go. Does it?
Not if you're
I've got
two-handed.
2 hands. That's
You're
right.
two-handing.
Okay. Yes, I was.
Okay, I think that's you.
yeah.
I think that's you. So top of the round, he's gonna head. We're gonna head back to the top of the round, and Sneaky, you're up.
Okay, so does bloodied mean
With you guys and with minions and things, I tend to use bloody as like half elf. With big bads, it's an indication to you when I say he's bloodied or he's looking bad. It's an indication to you that like he's somewhere within like a really cinematic story moment, finish him off kind of, and I'll allow it, all the way up to like you might have to hack at him for another while, because I tend to use for my big bads, my bosses and things, they have more of a window of health rather than a set single number.
okay? Is this like use a hero point to finish him off?
He's within that range, yes. I will tell you, he's within his range of the next story appropriate thing to hit him is going to finish him. Okay. This is why you were saving it.
This is why I was saving it.
Okay,
last time.
what do you do? What do you do first?
Okay, so when Horatio hit him, I'm gonna look at Horatio like a thoughtful, like thank you, and I imagine he's like fallen over or something.
I was gonna say that. Yep.
He's definitely staggered. He's not fallen, but he's staggered by the big hit.
Okay, is he? Thematically, can he be looking at Horatio right? At the moment?
Definitely. Yeah, he's
Okay.
turned towards Horatio. Chi-Chi, the zombie Chi-Chi's kind of just like flying around doing her dance as well.
Okay, I'm gonna have moved behind him.
You flitter over behind him.
and he doesn't know, or he's distracted, right?
Sure.
Because there's another
I'll
enemy.
allow it.
Okay, thank you.
You give me a hero point.
Yeah, I did. Okay, and then there's just going to be this huge hand that wraps around him.
As you cast Enlarge on yourself, normally going from tiny size to small size, you push your limits beyond that. You are going to take a point of exhaustion for pushing your limits past what is normal, but you really focus on your fairy magic to be like, get f***ing swole. You're like really just, and you start to grow past the size of a hobbit, past into the size of a dwarf. You start to get stockier than that. You start to get to about the size of a human in stature. You get a little taller than Calzette himself, and then you just reach out and you grab him.
I'm gonna grab him with one fucking hand, and I'm gonna like pull him. I grab him. He's shocked. He's like, oh my god.
Yes.
I've just decided that.
Yes. You give me a hero point. It's your narrative moment.
Okay,
Dahlia's in your head. She's like, yes, definitely.
Yes, yeah. I hear Dahlia, and I'll say out loud, like, come, this is your moment too. And my eyes are going to start to glow blue, like blue flame.
Make a persuasion check with advantage. With advantage, thankfully. Plus your persuasion.
11 plus...
Pretty charismatic.
I am. Plus 6, 17.
17. At this moment, you feel this spirit that's always been with you as a phantom rogue. It starts to manifest. It's part of why you were able to push your limits past. But you see that your hand comes out and grabs him, and then you feel your other arm moving without you controlling it, essentially. And looking down, you recognise that, like the sort of fingernail artwork that she would do on hers. Like your hand has just become her hand, and as you reach out with both hands, you just grab him.
And I got to think of a wicked thing to say. I didn't think of anything to say.
You say something badass.
I say something badass.
And we'll put it in green screen.
Yeah.
Time to think of something badass.
I'm going to, before I kill him, I'm going to say, tell me about the ember shards.
Oh yeah, what a play.
As you've seen, and he gestures over to your undead sister still dancing, death is not the end. I do not fear you.
That motherfucker's coming back. Yeah, he coming back.
Yeah. And he explodes!
I do not fear you. And you say, you should.
Yeah, thanks.
And you snap.
There's a line here, no?
Tell me where the ember shards are.
Death isn't the end. I'm not afraid of you.
I'm the one who knocks. Actually, sorry, I didn't like that. Can we?
No, it doesn't really make sense in that context.
Yeah.
Let's try another one. All right.
Tell me where the ember shards are.
Death isn't the end. I'm not afraid of you.
I'm the badass of the circ. No, I don't.
No, I feel like there's a better line. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll workshop it. Come on.
Okay,
Just on the roll.
Okay.
Here we go.
Tell me where the ember shards are.
Death isn't the end. Oh shit, what was my line? I'm not afraid of you.
Right. You should be.
You should be pretty good.
Okay,
yeah, all right, let's do that one.
And with your hand wrapped around his face and neck, and her hand wrapped around his shoulder.
Death isn't the end. I'm not afraid of you.
You should be. Cool.
Yeah,
that was it. That was
a good one.
Well done.
You just snap his neck, and Calzette falls to the ground dead.
Yes!
Nice work, 20s. Sisters. Woo!
You then collapse onto the ground, exhausted. She shrinks back down into her teeny form and is unconscious. You can add a point of exhaustion onto your sheet, which means any skill checks for the rest of the day are at disadvantage. You push yourself way beyond your natural limits. But that's the power of a hero point. All right, you will stay in initiative in case there's any problems with animals and things, but basically we'll just breeze through. Do you do anything, more narratively than mechanically, do you do anything to help out with clearing off the rest of the animals or helping out Sneaky? Bubla, you're up.
Yes. I wish I could heal, but I really wish I was a healer.
You don't have the greatest healing choices amongst you. You've got two potential healers. Bards and rangers are both healers.
Okay, I'll leave that to you.
Only if they choose to take healing
Surely
spells.
we'll be taking a rest at some point soon.
Probably, yeah. But there's still foxes and potential problems. Is there anything you're going to do to try and help out?
Can I just move closer to Arrow? Because I feel like Arrow might need a bit of help shortly.
Yeah. You hop off and you start to run over here.
Yeah.
We're going to go to bad guy's turn. Dahlia is still... Actually,
Yeah, that's what
Dahlia stops immediately as soon as he dies. She just stops in space and she's still just fluttering, just held aloft. And completely nothing behind the eyes.
So does her enthralling thing stop?
Her enthralling thing stops, so you guys are no longer enthralled by the performance. The animals, I'm going to say the tortoise just moves forwards again still. He's going to make it. He's gone from here to there in the entire...
What if he just leaves?
He's not even going for the fight. He's getting out of there. The monkey, still enthralled by you, but no longer enthralled by him, is going to be like... and he just kind of comes down this pillar and starts walking up another pillar, just going back to being monkey business. The fox potentially sees a threat in front of it, so it might. Nah, it sees you take down a bigger animal of its kind, a wolf, a canine, and it's like, nah, I'm good. And the fox is going to turn and sort of run for an exit. You can take an attack opportunity if you want.
No, I'm alright.
Can she opportunity pet him?
You can take a pet of opportunity.
I just give it a nice little...
Take a pet of opportunity.
And when its ears go back like this, and you pet it on the head.
He's happy.
Yeah, and I say, sick jacket, would you get it?
That is that, and then the bear is still under your effect, so it's not going to do anything. So I think with that, we're out of initiative order because you're not dying, you're just unconscious from the exhaustion of the whole thing. The two of you want to do anything before we sort of wrap up this?
I say hip hip hooray, and I jump up and I click my hoofs together.
And then we freeze frame, credits roll, and that's the end of that particular episode, maybe.
Nice.
Okay, we are out of initiative order. You see that at this point the cheering is starting to come a little bit back to the carnival. People, they're actively working. Mr. Witcher and Mr. Light are still actively working to get the carnival right.
To the ground.
Do you want to... Sorry.
Question. Well, that's thing that Mr. Witch did.
Did we use it?
Oh, he never got to use it.
Is it still on him?
Yeah, I like
You
that.
don't see any
I want
effect.
to loot him when I'm awake.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wake up before too much longer. You can hear that Mr. Witch and Mr. Light's voices are getting louder as they are getting closer. They're coming back to start dealing with you guys, see what's happening to the tent. So you've got a matter of moments. Make me an investigation check as you wake up. You see him dead. You kind of half remember what happened.
Yeah.
She took over you somewhat, and so it's a bit of a haze.
Investigation. 15 plus...
investigation, because you have... investigation is a skill check. Because you have exhaustion, it's a disadvantage.
Oh, it is too. That's a 7.
Is that 7 with a really small top?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, some might say 1.
That's no.
Plus your investigation modifier?
0.
0. So with a nat 1, you're just too mentally and physically and emotionally exhausted to loot him.
You know how you said you would have given me another hero point because...
Yeah, and it didn't stack. I already had one. So they're coming. She's semi-looting, but doing a bad job of it.
Can I also grab the an adamant Chi-Chi and bring her with me?
You can do that. You can fly over to your
Dahlia?
sister, and she's just not watching it all. You sort of grab her by the hand, and she just kind of goes with slowly.
Arrow decides that she's going to... if she tells her a little backstory, will they get distracted by the lack of fun outside the carnival? Will that still work or not?
Oh,
possibly. It might slow them down because they will then have to be like, God damn, why are people so sad?
All right, so nice. I'll do that. Arrow's not particularly comfortable talking about her emotions, but she realizes that she needs to slow them down, and everybody else has been so vulnerable and beautiful, really, honestly. Well done, everyone.
Thank you.
So she decides that she's going to tell a small piece of her story. So she turns and she panics a little bit and just starts to talk. She says, I have a brother. He's alive. He's the last living relative that I have.
She just leaves it at that, just to rub it in your face.
I have a brother.
He's alive.
I have a brother.
Sorry,
He's alive.
sorry. No, not like alive, but like, well, he's alive, but he's like, sorry, man.
Sneaky's just like, yeah, okay.
It's so inspiring to see how much you care for your sister, and it's made me think about my brother August, who is still alive, and the reason that I'm hunting monsters and fighting sort of as a mercenary is to send money to him. I am in the position where if I don't raise enough money, the person that I'm sort of, is indentured the right word?
Indentured servitude, yeah.
Indentured to, will go back and take August, who I took August's place on a ship called the Tide's Terror. They're essentially a band of pirates, and if I don't continue to raise funds, they'll go back and kill my brother. So I am here trying to make money to send home, and he has no idea that I'm alive still. He thinks that I died in the war that took out my entire group, and which includes the town that we were living in. And if I don't send enough money, or send some money through soon, he's at risk. And
it has been some time since you sent money.
Yeah. So I'm in the position right now where I need to get some cash.
Which is pretty sad.
It is. It's sad.
It is sad.
It's pretty sad. And
Giving One Piece.
And you hear. and you hear Mr. Light outside be like,
"Oh, for f***ing sake! What is the matter with you? I gave you. I mean, sorry. What can I do to make you have fun? Want some candy floss? Nuts, maybe."
Is Mr. Light not having fun?
Mr. Light is not having fun. There you go.
Why aren't you having fun? Hey, what can I do to make you have fun? Oh, did I scare you? I didn't mean to. Why is nobody having fun? Oh God, this is exhausting. Oh wait, no, I'm not having fun. I'm having fun. If you fake it, if you pretend like you're smiling, then you feel better. That's what the self-help book said. Just put on a smile, even if you're not having fun. Have fun, please. Please have fun. Hey, what can I do to make you have fun? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Come on. Should I hit myself in the head or something? Do you like slapstick? Oh, oops. Oh, bong.
Hey, thank you so much for watching our campaign. Did you know that Viva now has a website, vivaplus.tv, and there's heaps of content. We've got behind the scenes.
Plus.
Podcast videos.
Plus.
We've got extra series that you may not know about yet.
Plus.
Extra D&D.
Plus.
Things that come out a week early.
Plus.
Heaps more. So sign up, vivaplus.tv, and you'll be supporting us.
Do it. Plus.
Vivaplus.tv.
In addition to?
No, it's plus.
Sorry.
Yeah!
Mr. Light, Mr. Witch, and having fun, having to deal with all of this, not having fun. It's a snowballing effect.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope.
Depression.
Yeah.
Spiral. You just having this little pity party in here.
God.
You've definitely slowed them down for a bit.
I get deeply uncomfortable and is like, anyway. That's enough. Who cares though? Really, it's all good. Like,
You've bought yourself a little time. What are you doing in that time?
Yeah. So
You can now retry to investigate him if you want. You'll still have disadvantage because of the exhaustion. Anybody else doing anything?
I just had a thought. Do you think that your fire within your water has something to do with the ember shards?
Oh, that's a good question.
What?
Maybe. I don't know.
Do you know?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
This is the thing. I don't know why.
wait, sorry.
Do you want to ask about that? Maybe he knows about that.
Oh.
Because you don't know why you started.
Yeah, I don't.
I have a question, but I don't know if it'll be spoilers for the audience. So
If it is, we'll cut it out.
Okay.
We'll just redact it. We'll just tease it up to this point of you asking, and then we'll cut to a green screen of you just like redacting it.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Do you know that you're a or no?
I actually don't. I do know that, right? Yeah.
It's tricky. You know that you have magic, you don't know why.
Yeah.
So I'd say technically you don't know you're
Oh, okay, cool.
You just know that you're magical.
Yeah, and there's a weird thing in my
To do with fire.
But it's a fire like we've been seeing right behind their eyes.
Yeah,
Right
maybe.
point. Hadn't even thought of that.
Maybe it's like a that's got something to do with it, and that's your
Oh, hey.
Maybe.
Rob's like, shut the up.
Smelling too much too.
Oh, he won't.
Go and change everything.
You just, I never change something. If you touch on something like you have several times in this campaign already, you weren't meant to find out that Stephanie was a vampire immediately. You weren't meant to find out that Trakel was your master. There was a lot of things you've picked up on because I'm used to the sort of subtle hints that I have to give to the guys, which is like, here's a breadcrumb. And then I did that with you, and you were like, picked up on it immediately. I mentioned carnival because I was like, I won't mention circus, that's a bit on the nose. I'll mention carnival, and maybe they'll. The second I mentioned carnival, you were like, I was like, I need to pull way back on the subtleness of my hints again. So you are picking up on things.
Yeah, nice.
That are intended to be later revealed.
God,
I don't then go out and chain it.
Who am I questioning?
Old mate.
The dead guy?
The dead guy.
Yeah, he's too.
She snapped
Has
the neck.
anyone got speak with the dead?
Yeah, that's what. Does anyone have speak?
You've got seconds. You bought yourself some time, and you're wasting that time.
Okay,
What are you doing?
Okay, right.
Let's take his body with us.
Yeah, do we
Grab
have
his
to
body?
bail? Because we can.
Yeah.
We should just take.
Yeah,
what
should we just get out?
Yeah.
You run over there. You you're trying to pick up his body and stuff.
We say to the bear, hey, can you give us a hand? And we strap it to the bear's back.
Yay! And the bear comes with us.
Yeah.
And then we take Let's Go
Let's go, everybody.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right.
I'm gonna be like, come this way. I know a way out or something.
Nice.
Because I would
nice.
know.
You would know the way out. Oh, okay. That works. As you pick him up, you notice that his whip on the ground is giving slightly magical aura. It is a +1 magic
You
whip.
deserve that.
So you can take a +1 magic whip if you wanted to use a whip. It's got a 10-foot reach, and it would do less damage for you because you don't have the whipmaster feat like he does.
Right.
Does it give Ringmaster, like, does he see that whip? Does the bear see that whip as like...
Oh, does it freak the bear out?
It doesn't. You hide it. You're very good with stealth and sneak. Sleight of hand. So you just sleight of hand it into your what? Because you're tiny.
My, what do they call it? Space pocket?
Space
Hot pocket? Or what is it called? Horse pocket?
Horse pocket. You don't. We'll say you've got a bag of holding because we don't want to have to deal with.
Yeah,
we don't have to deal with
Pocket
inventory for you.
I do. Yeah.
You got a teeny fairy version of a bag of holding, so you slip it into there.
Yeah.
What also falls out because there are all the mechs on it, so without having to loot him, his loot just falls on the floor, which is great. Fell on the floor. You see after the fight, where is it? A coin purse falls onto the ground. If you want to yoink that too.
Oh, I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm gonna give it to Arrow, and be like,
oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, Arrow.
Hey.
I wanted to give you this. It's all the gold I got of Calzette's body. For your brother. I don't want you to lose him like I lost my sister.
For me? Are you sure? I know how much you love money.
It's okay. I would love having my sister more, so if this means that you can keep your brother, you take it.
I was gonna get so deeply uncomfortable with that. You too. I hope that
Yeah, my sister's dead. Cool.
Sorry, I forgot.
Yep, no.
For a second I thought that she might... No, but I saw her body, so... sorry for saying body.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
Appreciate that.
People ask me, what are the differences in the ladies' campaign? They would have been literally hitting each other to get that money. They've been like, I'm looting him first! I saw the loot, it's mine! And you're like, you should have the loot.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like...
That's such a crazy thing for Sneaky to do.
It is.
Give away money?
Yeah.
So I will have you roll 2d10. So take that one and that one.
We're all friends now.
That's cute.
That's how many gold pieces is in this pocket. 8 and 5. 8 and 5 is. I was going to say.
Well,
8
actually,
and 5.
it says 800.
8 and 5 is 13. You get 13 gold pieces you can add to your inventory.
I'm gonna say like something along the lines of like, so you don't lose your brother.
And Arrow's going to not have any idea what to say to
That's
that, but
okay.
she's gonna like. She's going to get very humble, and she's going to go quiet. She doesn't have the emotional capacity to deal with emotions.
Inventory page.
Just imagine you saying like, you too.
Thank you.
She's
going to be like,
I used to be on the receiving end of that when I worked at a cinema, and it was always funny every time.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
enjoy your movie.
enjoy your movie, you too, and then you'd see them just be like, oh, the ground needs to swallow me up immediately.
Yeah, cinema was my first job too, and like, yeah, it's funny.
Enjoy your movie, you too.
I've got a lot of buffering happening on my...
Oh, good. Roll these two and that appropriate red one, the similar one, yeah, that one. This is how many silver pieces in this pouch. 8 and 3's 11 and 6 is 17. So 13 gold, 17 silver. Okay, also the last thing to fall on the floor is a bone flute.
Ooh. Oh, is that a bone caller?
Is that like a Pied Piper thing?
Maybe.
Is that how you call him? You're like, Mr. Bears.
I'm gonna pick it up too.
Like a snake out of a basket?
Flute. All right.
What?
You can have a little investigation of that later, but for now you are in trouble, and Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are arriving at the tent door. They are coming in.
On tents, there's like multiple entrances if you undo
There
them.
is. Yeah. So Sneaky, you are trying to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
You head out of the tent. You manage to get out of this this area and back out into the carnival proper. Who wants to go on the big wheel?
I would love to go on the big wheel. Big wheels keep on turning. Horatio rides a wheel.
Perfect lyricism. All right, so you make it out into the carnival proper. Where are you going from here?
Sneaky's also going to take off the dress and put it.
Take the dress off, put it away in your bag.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Yeah, I don't know because.
Where's Skinny Spooky Mate? Is he still around?
Skinny Spooky Mate, this guy?
Yeah.
He was coming back into the tent. He was the two that were coming back into the tent to be like, what's going on?
And we just...
Should we get him?
As you're leaving the tent, you hear them be like,
he's dead now. We're going to have to find a new act.
That's their first thought, is like how inconvenient it is for them.
They know he's dead even though they haven't seen his body?
They just... Oh, sorry, yes, you took his body with him. Redact that then. He says,
for good... I bet they killed him.
Yeah. Maybe.
He was always a bit arrogant about his abilities.
Oh,
spread out, find him.
Oh God.
And then they turn around and leave the tent, and they're looking for you.
Should we leave or should we go on the big Ferris wheel? Seems like we only have two logical options at this point.
Because we don't exactly yet know what the carnival has to do with the Ember Shards, do we?
No.
We never found out.
Yeah, should we find out?
Nope, because you arrived at the carnival and you went, first thing, I'm going to go kill that guy.
Yeah.
Right, do we stash Calzette's body
I was thinking
in the woods and go back in?
Am I still good friends with anyone at the circus that I can be like?
You'd know a couple of people who work here, like the big tree janitor that walked past. Actually, no, because they're part of the Witchlight Carnival, and the circus itself was kind of attached to the carnival, as he kind of alluded to. He did the introductions between the source of the Ember Shards and these guys, and therefore they were like, all right, you can join our carnival. So you were part of the circus, not the wider carnival. So there's not a lot of people you would know here.
Okay.
I think
You also notice that walking through the carnival with a bear with a dead body draped across it is drawing attention quite significantly.
Probably hide that.
We can disguise him again, like we did with Bug.
That worked out super well. You can do that
works.
exact thing again. Just put a mustache on a bear.
I think we should hide him.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think then we should go back and find these guys and get information about the Ember Shards.
I think that's a good idea.
Do we should we rest at all? We are quite taking points and I'm exhausted.
You can try.
But
what if we rested until nighttime, then snuck into the carnival when everyone was asleep?
Can do if you want.
Yeah, are they a moving carnival?
They do move around, not like day to day, but they'll be here for a little while.
And they'll be distracted with trying to make everyone happy so they won't move.
And it'll be dark.
Is that what you're doing?
I guess so. We go.
Do we need to sleep? You kind of need to
As
sleep.
you are standing around discussing what to do and whether you should hide somebody, you hear Mr. Light say, there you are.
What if something bad
Mr. Light, I found them. They're over here.
What? How did you find? We blended in.
We were in the middle of a dialogue.
You found us too quickly. We're kind of having a
You're in the middle of the streets. What you're in the middle of? You got a bear with a corpse. People are running away and screaming like, oh, there's some crazy people with a bear there.
Oh, okay. Crazy people with a bear. Have you looked in the mirror?
You took way too long to make a decision, and time is of the essence. This isn't a video game where the quests just hang around waiting for you to do stuff, and you can press pause, and it's like things happen.
As he says that, our elbows Calzette's body off of the bear and it
just
falls into
down.
the long grass.
It falls onto the other side of the bear.
Oh my God.
He goes, that's where you are. And you see the two of them rounding the side of the tent that you're on. And he goes, Mr. Witch says, we've a stain that's proving pernicious in these tent fabrics. We must clean it before it sets. You speak Thieves' Cant. Thieves' Cant is a mixture of hiding the meaning of your words behind seemingly nonsense words, and also a mixture of like body language. And if you're like pointing your foot at someone, maybe you're talking about them. And so there's like the way that you hold yourself, the way that you adjust your clothes, as well as the things you're saying. So you immediately tell that he is speaking in Thieves' Cant to Mr. Light.
I was about to recommend some like. I was like, well, I mean, don't wash it in like.
So Ara starts to suggest
all about blood,
getting stains out of tent fabrics.
So,
but you know that he was actually saying we need to get rid of these troublemakers and quickly.
And who said that to who?
Mr. Witch, the bigger one with the watch, said it to the creepy guy.
Oh.
And then the creepy guy turns to his buddy and says, "Fancy a game of Big Wheel?" Which you're racking your brains through Thieves' Cant. You're like, that, I don't know what that would mean. He responds, the sisters have emptied their pantry recently, which you know means the sisters, whoever he's referring to, aren't there anymore. They've vacated somewhere.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I would love to circle back to that big wheel. Are we all going on the big wheel?
They look at each other. They turn towards you and say, "Sweatless." All right.
No. I thought it was initiative. Sorry, I was going to say all right.
They turn and say, "All right, follow me this way to the big wheel."
Okay, guess
what? And you hear Mr. Witch say once again, "Scratch the itch with finger or tooth. Chuckles is feeling low," which in Thieves' Cant would mean it does. I guess he says, "Whatever it takes to solve the problem."
Guys,
the vibe here is sadness.
Okay, can I like?
To the rest of you, it means just absolute nonsense.
Can I like whisper that to?
Sure.
I'll like float at the back and whisper it to. Who am I with?
They're speaking in Thieves' Cant. They're saying they need to get rid of us.
They're saying they need to get rid of us.
And what they're saying is
like kill us, get rid of us, or like we could leave.
Potentially, but what he said is we need to just get rid of these troublemakers as quickly as possible. Then one of them suggested, fancy a game of Big Wheel? So Big Wheel is obviously some way of getting rid of you. And then he said the sisters have vacated, they're not there anymore. So what that means exactly, you don't know.
I think that we should do what you suggested a few minutes ago and leave and come back at night time. Let's quickly run away.
Can I just say in Thieves' Cant, it's all right, we'll leave.
The two of them turn towards you, they look at you speaking in Thieves' Cant and they go, Mr. Light goes, "For fuck's sake, have we got no secret languages anymore? First they can telepath into our heads, and now they can speak Thieves' Cant. Good, just come this way, we're going to leave, we're going to make you leave." And he walks over to a big wheel, one of those ones you see in a casino.
I knew they were going to throw stuff at us.
Huge casino wheel, like a gambling thing. And he grabs it by the side and he just, but he turns it the opposite way that he would be doing normally. And this green sort of mote of light appears in the center of it and grows out until it becomes this like teleport.
Let's run away.
Just get out of here and we won't cause any more problems for you.
Do I recognize that at all? Does anyone recognize?
This is part of the carnival, not the circus.
Guys,
you know that it's a teleportation.
Can we run away?
I'm assuming
you can try, but these guys are powerful,
because it's like
as you know.
Fae touched usually, like, and they wanted people to stay. That the normal exit isn't the exit, and they seem so fed up with us that I think it might be okay to go through the portal.
They're seemingly just been like, just get out of here. We don't want any more trouble.
And find out more about the amber shards.
Yeah, that's the.
Let's do what you suggest. Let's run away.
You can try. So as you're all like, do it, you turn around and start running. Mr. Light is going to whip out the scepter towards you and cast same as he did before with the telekinesis. I need a strength saving throw from you.
Throw it! You got it, girl!
Where is it? 13.
Lucky 13.
Plus, I got stuff.
Lucky 13.
Plus 3, 16.
16. Let me just double check whether it's a save or a contested check. Telekinesis.
I have a feeling we're about to get split up by.
No, we are running.
You can try and move a huge or smaller creature. That's you. Ability check contested by your check. So was that a strength save or a strength check?
A strength.
Strength check. It would have been with your 3, I think.
Yeah.
Where are we? Yeah. 3. So 16 total. I rolled an 18 plus his modifier. It's going to be more than that.
Great.
So as you turn to start running, you start running, and then you're like, why am I? And you look down, and you're a foot off the ground as he's just holding you with his scepter, and he lifts you up, and he just throws you through the portal, and you just hit. You all see as Arrow hits this portal and just. It seems like she's pushing into like a green jello, slows down, and you see her body kind of start to spaghettify, like when you get too close to a black hole and the parts that are closer are so much more attracted to the gravity that they start to pull out faster than this part is actually pulling in, and so that's called spaghettification. And Arrow just until she's just entirely engulfed in the portal.
And we don't.
And then Mr. Light goes, "Are you going through the portal, or am I going to have to throw you through the portal?"
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, I'm going. Just let me take Dahlia and Calzette and the bear.
His body just like, we don't need the bear anymore, I guess, because we don't have a ringmaster. So take whatever you need.
And I'm gonna walk through.
You walk through. So you've got Dahlia, you've got the bear.
Yeah, and Calzette.
Like pulling him by and Calzette's been pushed off of the bear. You're way too. You've got a -2 strength and you're tiny.
Can somebody help me? Yeah, can somebody help me?
Yeah, I am trying to guide the bear with my speech.
Pull Calzette up onto the top, and they're like, "Why are you taking his body?" "I don't care. Just take him." And you start to lead them through. Are you still running?
No, I'm going. And on the way through, I go, perhaps next time you will consider being a little more polite. Politeness can get you a long way in this world.
I gave you so much popcorn at a discount rate to try and keep you happy.
That is true, and then you tried to kill my friends.
Well, swings and roundabouts. Get through the portal.
Gallop.
You all leap through the portal.
Can you like go like this as you jump through?
And you all die. That's the end of the campaign. But he's not redacting the comedy yet. Okay, this is the first time that any of you have experienced teleportation, other than Misty Step, which is a much smaller, very weaker version of this.
Yeah. That feeling when you teleport for the first time?
Yeah. The body's senses are screaming in protest at the lack of logic as your constituent parts are pulled and stretched, compressed and manhandled like a giant is using your bones as molding clay.
Is it painful?
It's uncomfortable.
Okay. We don't lose points of health?
No, it's not going to hurt you. This is all thematic.
Okay.
Your eyes swim through an assortment of greens, but your brain, in a futile attempt to make sense of the input, try to interpret them as emotions or music. Soon you're seeing tastes and hearing texture. Almost as quickly as it began, your reality rushes back in and you slap down onto wet ground. I need a dexterity saving throw from each of you, please. To see if you can land on your feet.
10 plus
16.
7.
Oh,
16,
plus
7.
4, 14.
14.
Oh, yeah, 6. Yeah, no.
6.
Yeah, sorry.
The two of you land prone down into seemingly some sort of shallow water. I will
water.
find.
What can I do with that?
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Is it running water?
It is not running water. It is somewhat stagnant water.
Okay, except for the ripples we made, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that? Can you move?
Yeah. I think it's just rivers and oceans.
It is. So the lore around you crossing running water comes from running water being cleaner than stagnant water, and so it is generally considered more holy. So standing water like this is definitely something that's not going to affect you. You slam down into water. The two that got above a 10 managed to land on their feet, but the other two of you, where are you? Where did the other two go?
Can they fall like holding hands?
I'm going to roll my randomized direction dice to see north, south, which way do you go. So starting with you, you fall somewhere towards the west, so we'll put you over here somewhere. Then we'll go to you. You're in the northwest, so you're over there-ish. Then we'll go to Horatio, who's in the northeast. So you're all landing down. And that's the wrong one. It's just Calzette's body, I guess.
Yeah, I thought.
And in the
his body, I
southeast, and you went through together, so I'll put you in the southeast somewhere over here, and the body falls off of the back of the bear.
That's fine.
And Dahlia comes with you. All right, so you slam down in the swamp at various areas. Around you, it's not exactly a swamp actually. Your surroundings are very beautiful. While the carnival was bright and colourful in an overproduced, hypersaturated kind of a way, the wetlands that you now find yourselves in it's bright and colourful in a more calming and natural way. Life around you is teeming with innumerable frogs and toads and insects and birds, all just singing a discordant orchestra of instinctive needs. I need a nature check from each of you now to see something about the wetlands.
Ooh.
See if you pick up on the wetlands.
Is this like Auntie Ethel in Baldur's Gate?
12.
Is it like that in what way?
And like it looks
Like it might be fake?
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe if
Okay.
you roll a good enough.
Was it nature?
I love spooky shit.
Total with your nat 1 nature?
0.
So negative 1.
13.
So for a total of 0.
12.
12.
13.
13.
11.
11. Okay. With a 13 and a 12 actually, you will both notice that the wetlands seems, there's a few hints that it might have been a bit more of a murky swamp until more recently. A few months ago perhaps, life started coming back in, colour started coming back in. There's more animals living here now, but there's still signs of like the mud line on the trees being a lot higher, like the water has receded recently. There's a lot more like rotting, fallen trees that have started to sprout new life and fungi and stuff, but is still in the process of recovering. It's a recovering wetlands.
From what, I wonder?
Indeed. All right, I will need a perception check from each of you now.
10 plus 14.
14.
16.
16.
5.
5.
18.
18, okay. The two of you don't, which means here and here. The two of you do, which means there and there. Okay. All right, yep. So you see, the two of you with your highest, and you got it just on with a 16. You just at the last second spot that a little froggy hand has come up and grabbed the, was it an amulet? What was your brother's pendant? You see a little froggy hand has grabbed it and is like right next to you, and you see a tiny little frog man is just stealing from you and about to run away.
Hey!
From you, we see you face down in the dirt. Also, your perception modifier, your perception score, and your nature check, and all of that is at disadvantage because you were exhausted.
Oh, I didn't do that though.
So roll it again with disadvantage.
I think this is higher than what it was before.
Yeah, you failed it anyway, didn't you?
Yeah.
So the two of you failed. Yeah.
I passed you.
The nature does matter. Okay. It was mostly for flavour. All right. You will notice as you're pushing yourself up from the water, you see that this little froggy man has grabbed your war gong and is like, and is like sees you, see him, and he turns to us as if he's about to start running away. But the two of you don't notice, with your lack of perception score, that that froggy men have stolen things from each of you as well, and are about to run away. So with you two noticing these frogs, you hear them ribbit out and then just start to jump away. And you see them, not only do you see the ones that are stealing from you, but you see the ones that are starting to run away from the people that are stealing as well. As these two leave your melee range, having seen what they are stealing from you, what do you wish to do about it?
You two, right? Just these.
These two see it.
I'm gonna get my javelin out.
You don't see it because you're face down in the mud. You're getting up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Steve, and then I'm gonna get me dagger out. My dagger's out.
You're gonna take an attack with your dagger as he leaves.
Yep.
Okay. I'll say 18 plus stuff is definitely enough to hit. It's not going to be with your dagger because you, as a reaction, it's just you hit with whatever you've got out, which is just you punch him.
Yeah.
So 18 plus stuff is enough to hit. So it's going to be 1 plus your strength mod. You do 4 points of bludgeoning damage to the back of this frog's head.
Nice.
Pop him.
A frog.
Wait, what? Fucking uppercut! Kick to the chest!
Oh, he's got my medallion. I had no idea.
Pop him in. Oi!
Hi,
Yeah.
you slippery little guy.
You pop him in the back of the head. He's still alive and he's going to continue to run away, but you can now give chase. What do you do as a reaction to the one that's because you're still prone. You're
I'm on the
you're
ground,
pushing
yeah.
yourself up, but you see him grab your wargun and start to run away.
So I don't have my javelin out by any chance, do I?
As I was going through this portal, been like, whoa, I can taste textures. This is so weird. I'll get my javelin out and inspect it.
Exactly
You
what I
landed down. If you want your javelin out, I will then have you make a dex save against landing on it and impaling yourself.
Oh.
Because it would have been out in your hand.
Okay, should I do a saving?
Do you want to have your javelin out at the risk of impaling yourself?
Oh, no. Didn't think about that.
I was like, oh, that was a very willing, very willing yes.
Nah,
You
okay,
can
I'm just gonna have to unarmed punch.
You just unarmed punch, try and slap him, and with a 6 plus your modifier is probably going to miss. Oh, it might not. What's your?
Is it this one here, the unarmed strike?
Unarmed strike, yeah, plus 3. So 6 plus 3 is a 9. Yeah, that's going to miss. So you reach out and just slap at him, and it's with disadvantage as well because you're prone, but it doesn't matter. And then we will go into initiative with some bullywugs because it might be a chase, it might be a fight. We shall see. This is not going to be like an all-out combat. We just came from one of those. I don't want to bore you all. So this is going to be sort of like a simplified combat that I sometimes do, where you all roll initiative. I average the score, and you either just go ahead or behind the monsters, essentially. So roll me an initiative check. You have disadvantage because it is considered an ability check. Okay. Exhaustion.
14.
Yeah. At disadvantage, 13.
Did you roll this one for you? Oh no, I was going to say you rolled a D4.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
14.
14 plus your initiative modifier, which would be on the top of the first page.
Top of the first page is it's only a +1. All that for a +1. So my initiative
15.
4.
13.
13 with disadvantage, yeah.
4.
And 4. All right, so averaging that. Okay, and then they are going to get a nat 20. So these guys are basically it's just going to be them, then you, then them, then you.
Can't see the dice, so I don't believe it.
Don't give a shit. I'll roll again just for you. Oh, it was a nat 30 that time.
It's TPK.
TPK. So they get up, they start jumping away. At this point, you guys are starting to get to your feet, and so you didn't see them initially, so they got that sort of that head start on you.
Yeah.
But they do then continue to run. So this one just going to run away. This one runs away. This one's going to run away, and this one's going to do the same. Jumps close to, but past you essentially. They're running with their belongings and everything.
Oh, I hate when they run without belongings and everything.
Oh, what? Oh, God damn it! I hate when frogs run away with my belongings. Oh, it makes me so mad. Oh.
So they're running. It's either a fight or a chase, depending on whether you've got ranged attacks or whether you can give chase at them or anything like that. What do you guys want to do? Just all at once. You can decide what you're going to do. You don't have to go
shooting.
Chasing.
You're going to be shooting. Make an attack roll for me. You're going to be chasing. So just make an athletics check. This is all difficult terrain. So moving through swamp, it's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you're moving at slow speed. So.
Can I move a bit? And
yeah, you can give chase, and because you can fly, you can just you can keep up with them a little bit better. Make me that attack roll.
And
18 plus 6. Yeah, you're able to push yourself a little bit further and get up to within melee range of this guy.
I'm chasing.
Not disadvantage on attack rolls, just ability checks.
Okay.
I'm chasing, and I got.
You're chasing, so you stand up for half your movement. You go 5, 10, 15, 20. That's about as much as you got. Make me an athletics check. See if you can dash.
12
through
plus
this.
7.
Cool.
Is.
So you can dash. 19.
As we all know, 9.
Yeah, I didn't.
All right, so you're giving chase.
But thank you.
I want to. Can I just think of the water? I get up.
You stand up.
Yeah.
There's
There's a lot of water.
I'm going to say because you're in water and you're standing up from prone in water, it's only going to cost you 5 feet of movement to stand up instead of half. So you like just swirl yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look at you go, girl.
She's in her element now.
Literally.
They're all a bit. They're all a bit spread. Oh, they're all a
There's
bit
one that's
spread
pretty
out,
close, but in melee with Arrow now. Arrow's like gaining on them and just about to
Don't worry
grab.
about that one. I'll get him.
Yeah. Okay.
There's also one
there's
that's jumping across from here that you can see is holding your longsword. Your longsword. And is
He's got my longsword?
Yeah, and he's now running away with it.
You really need that.
And then you can see that the one that is jumping away from Sneaky is got like a beautiful dress that you've become quite familiar with until very recently.
Okay, I feel like using water won't work because they're frogs. They're just going to be like, whatever.
Depends what you do with the water. Freeze them in it like you did the zombies. And that would work.
Go into that thing that crocodiles get where they have to like.
They are everybody is in like a good couple of feet of water at this point.
Yeah, can I?
Almost like I made this encounter to
suit me.
To suit
okay, cool. I want to cast some water and somehow only freeze them, not us.
You can do that,
Yeah,
because shape water is a cantrip. Cantrips are the lowest level spells. They're like you can do them infinitely because they don't cost spell slots, but at the cost of it not really being that powerful.
Okay.
So shape water you can freeze up to 1 5-foot cube. So you could choose one of the frogs and just freeze them in a cube.
Okay, I'm gonna freeze.
And yes, you're not meant to be able to freeze things if there's an object, if a creature in it. I'll allow it, but he'll get a save.
Okay. I want to freeze. Who's got that pendant?
This one,
that guy.
The pendant, and she's reaching out and about to grab him.
I'm gonna grab him by the scruff of his little weird
This one's
shirt.
got your gong.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Go for
do
your
I be
gong,
selfless
babe.
or
Go
do
for your
I
gong,
be
babe.
selfish? I don't know.
Do you know about
See,
the
what do you want to do?
Okay, do I
She told us.
I
you
said,
did it, yeah.
Oh, that is the last
You told the
living.
story of your brother. I don't think you
didn't say
talked
anything
about
about the
pendant.
pendant.
Okay,
but
no,
I
I'm
did
gonna
yell
get-
thief, so you wouldn't.
I'm gonna save mine then because I don't
So
understand
for
the
this guy,
importance.
so he's going to make a dexterity saving throw against shape water freezing. What's your spell DC?
14.
14. Yeah, you got a 17. So as you freeze up a cube of ice, and he manages to push away from it.
There's a little froggy. A leapfrog.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit of a jumper, isn't he?
Nice. There's a little leap frog up onto the top of the ice cube, so he's not encased in the ice. He just like jumps out of it as it starts to freeze from the ground. Jumps up and lands on top of the ice cube. Yeah, unfortunately, he made his save against that. So that's your action. Freeze the guy. Failed. You've got movement if you want to now move. You've got 25 feet of movement left, which
I might
is like
just move towards him.
yeah. All right, so that's 10, 15, 20, and a little bit further.
Easy.
Moving through. Oh, actually, for you, you're a
mind?
water elemental. I'm going to say you can move through without the difficult terrain disadvantage.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
5,
look
10,
at
15, 20, 25. So you're able to
Okay.
sort of just push through the water. I think, like, as an elemental and a water elemental specifically, you're a little bit more malleable to your body shape. That's one of the reasons you can disguise self and stuff. And I think, like, in this moment, like, you just kind of sprout more webbing in your toes and stuff, and you just whoosh, and you kind of push yourself through the water with greater speed.
Feels so good to be back in the water.
That's just stunning.
Oh, thank you.
How do you do it? You're so graceful. You move like there's no gravity. Like gravity doesn't really exist.
Okay, that is you. That's your movement, your action. It's back to them. I think that was everybody.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't make your attack, yes.
I rolled a 16 plus 7, there's 23.
Definitely hits, roll that damage. You don't get sneak attack because he's not
Yeah.
disadvantaged.
And I'm teeny, so.
And you're teeny, so it's a d4 plus your modifier.
Oh, so that's 5.
Minimum damage, 5. It's still pretty good, you know. It's more than anything, more than nothing.
Does he look bloodied?
Looking bloodied.
Yeah.
Half health. This one was also knocked by you, right? So it's taken some amount of damage. They're getting away though.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because it's now their turn. Because we're running out of map, what I like to do instead is just push you all back by the same amount, because then it's relative distances to each other. It stays the same. Thankfully, since I broke my fingers and now that's as straight as it goes, that actually turns out to be exactly 30 feet. So the silver lining means that I can just go 30 feet, and it's perfect. And you're leaving behind Calzette and the bear and everything.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't
So
wanna
they are
lose
going
it,
to leap, and they're going to leap, and they're all rushing in a very, you can tell that they are all rushing in a very similar direction.
Where
This
are
one's
they
going to leave your melee range, so diving out of your melee range, you take an attack of opportunity if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've still not got
you.
you've still not got a weapon out because you were pushing through the swamp before.
Just fists.
I'll allow it, actually. You can draw a dagger as you're pushing through a swamp.
Sweet. I pull my dagger out and I go. I only pulled a 7 though, and so my dagger is +6.
7 plus 6, 13. 13 is not enough to hit their hide armor. They are. Oh, in fact. Yeah, these are the sneaky ones, so they wouldn't have their shield bonus, which would take it from 15 to 13. It's just enough.
Okay.
So it's just enough to hit through the hide armor as you are jumping, as it's jumping away.
2
you reach out, stab him.
plus 3.
You reach out and stab him, and as he jumps, it just goes face down into the water, unmoving.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Okay.
Unmoving as in dead? Or?
Sorry?
Unmoving as in dead?
And unmoving is in unmoving. Just got stabbed in the back with a dagger. You have to find out if it's dead if you want. Then it's over to you guys. They're leaping away. What are you going to do?
Shoot it again.
If I cast like
You
an
move
old...
again, flying after him, keeping up the pace. Make your attack roll.
If I blasted with Eldritch Blast,
Ooh, yeah.
is that going to like hurt anyone else?
No, Eldritch Blast isn't like a cone, it's just a single directed line of something.
Okay.
Cool.
For you, I imagine like a line of superheated water.
We're really getting to see how cool you are.
Yeah.
I sort of like mental notes. Sneaky's like, whoa.
What's that? I'm going to Eldritch Blast my guy.
He's just leapt up onto the top of a. You're a level 5, so yes, you can make 2 beams with your Eldritch
Okay, I'm
Blast.
going to try and get both of those.
One at each of those. So roll your attack roll with your spellcasting modifier.
Oh, this is where I
Where you found the 14 before, it's the number that was next to that, the plus something.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, thank you.
What was your thing? It'll be a
22
+6.
altogether.
22 definitely hits. Roll the damage just in case. In fact, minimum was before, wasn't it? And already wounded him, so go again in case, see if you overkill him.
4 plus 4, 8.
Yeah, 8. You take this frog just right through the back of the head. Give me my sister's dress. My sister's dress. Hits through the back of his head and he just goes bloop into the water.
Good.
That is, what was your Eldritch Blast attacks and what are you guys doing?
So I've 18 and then
18 plus your modifier is definitely enough to hit. It's going to hit him. Roll your Eldritch Blast damage, which is the D10.
Ooh.
Plus your whatever it is. I don't think it's plus anything.
Yeah, that's 10.
4.
4? It doesn't say plus anything, right? It's just a D10.
Yeah,
Sometimes warlocks can take certain features that add to that damage, but I don't think you've taken those. So 4 points of damage, poof, knocks it. I don't think you've got any features for your Eldritch Blast that are like push it, pull it. Because there's additional things that a lot of warlocks can do. They can, anytime you hit with an Eldritch Blast, you can pull them, or you can push them, or you can slow them, or you can other things. I don't think you've taken any of that. Okay. So he takes the damage at the very least, starts bleeding over the ice, and then your other one flew out at the guy that was getting shot, and so as he gets hit through the back of the head, poof, Eldritch Blast also hits him, and he tumbles into the water a bit.
Did he drop the dress?
The dress is dropped, but definitely under some swampy water, wetland water at some point. Two of you?
I'm like 60 feet away, kind of.
Yeah, about 60-ish, give or take.
Can I
Within
run?
60?
Can I dash 30 feet?
You can. So make me an athletics check, DC 20, to see if you can push through without any any negatives to your difficult terrain.
That's not very good.
So you're going to be able to dash, but it's going to take your dash action to move just to there. You're only going to move 30 with a dash because you're moving half speed through swamp, through wetlands.
I'm gonna cast my Mage Hand spell and just and grab the sword out from him.
Cool. All right. So you're going to try and wrestle this off of him with a Mage Hand, which I've got in here somewhere. There it is. Goodies. All right. This Mage Hand appears next to him. Make a grapple check with the Mage Hand. I'll allow this.
Rolled a 10.
Sorry, is grapple? That's not under
10 plus stuff's not going to beat him. Unfortunately, I rolled a 17. Yes, grapple isn't a specific skill. That was on me. It's a grapple check, but you roll an athletics check to do so.
17.
Unfortunately, it's the hand's athletics, not yours. And the hand specifically says in the spell, if you look at it, it says it can hold up to 10 pounds of stuff. So it's a very weak kind of a hand that's used for fine manipulations of things. It would be pretty. I allowed it because frogs are pretty weak as well. But the frog happened to roll well on this one. So the hand reaches out, grabs a hold of the hilt. It can't take slashing damage, thankfully. So sorry, not the hilt. It grabs the blade, and so it's like, and then the frog just yanks it out. And your hand is still there. It stays conjured in case you want to try it again another time. But the frog is using his strength to get away.
Can I tickle him? Tickle him
You've already used your action to dash and another action to conjure a mage hand. I've overstretched by giving you 2 actions already. That is you, and then Arrow.
She's gonna dash.
You're going to use your dash to get all the way to him. Yep, through the swampy water. You can make a difficult athletics check, DC 20, to see if you can get there without a dash.
Okay. 10, so
10 plus, you don't have 10 athletics, so no, you are going to have to use your whole dash to get to the body.
And then my bonus action is to...
And then bonus action, make an investigation check to see if you can find the pendant that's somewhere around the...
Ow, these knives are sharp. 16.
16 plus your investigation, that's going to be enough. Your hands go down, you look around, it takes you a few moments, but you feel it.
Sticky little pockets, yuck.
You get it out of the swampy, murky water. that is you. I think that was everybody. So back to them trying to run away. Who have we got left? We've got the guy with your thing and the guy with your thing.
Yeah.
This one is going to hop with its leap onto you, and it's going to try. That's quite a reaction to a frog jumping at you.
I can just think, what's that part about the frog where it's like does a little... Like,
it's called a gulasak.
Like I hate that.
And they got diseases, right? Aren't they poisonous? Toads.
Sometimes. All toads
But these
are
are
frogs.
frogs, right? Because they jump more.
All toads are frogs, but not all frogs are toads. That's one of those things. It's going to attack you. It's going to jump on you and make an attack.
Sneaky, get my sword!
Let's see, it's going to go with a bite attack. That's a 19 to hit. So it's going to hit you for, where's the D4s? There we are.
Frogs don't have teeth.
Ugh, terrible.
Just got dummy little
Doesn't need teeth to
mouths.
bite. It's got 2 points of damage.
Oh. Is there any
Pathetic. This one is going to jump off the map, so
Wait.
again I will move everybody else.
a reaction that I can use as many times, right?
Yep.
Can I uncanny dodge that?
You take it to 1, yeah.
Yeah, take
You
it to
take
1.
it down to 1 point of damage.
And can
Everything
I
else moves back.
just like
Yuck, frog.
just disapprove?
This one has leapt away, leaving its ice behind. Okay. So this one's starting to get away now. But the other ones are not as much of a problem.
Does that one have your gong?
I thought I was just so powerful, but clearly not.
This was designed around you
me,
specifically,
and my
you're the one
one's
who's you're the one who's things getting away.
I'll try to
You're like
help.
ice. Nope.
Nope, not that. I'll
Are
just
you
pass
okay?
and not that.
Are you okay if I shoot her one since it's getting away?
All right. So that was them running away. You guys.
Oh, I'll wait first.
Okay.
I'm gonna. What about?
Eldritch Blast them again.
I
You
might
put
even,
both of them on one guy now that the others are dying.
Can I try even like a fog cloud around them? So that
You
they
could,
just
yeah,
get
and then they get disoriented. Sure.
There's only 120 feet though, and I'm not very close. So if I move.
You're more
120 feet is this entire map.
Oh, I'm sweet.
Each of these is 5 foot, so that's 30, 60, 120.
Oh, okay. So I can.
You
okay, I
can.
want
You
to
can
cast
absolutely.
fog cloud.
Okay. Where did I? Oh, it's on. We're using it.
Basically to
That's one
disorientate.
of the downsides to using the map book. I get to use
Ooh,
this.
stickers.
Ooh.
fancy.
Close
You guys
enough,
didn't see
close
that, but
enough.
it was cool.
Yeah, it's like a sticker book.
He's running, and then you woof, stick a fog cloud right underneath him.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
So roll it
No, it just happens,
Oh,
and
just the
then
man. Okay,
he's
great.
considered blinded by
Oh
the fog.
no, I should have gone first. I wish I could see. No, it's all good.
That's your action.
Okay.
You sort of conjure. It's kind of like the woo conjuring it rain in the first fight.
Yeah.
But instead, you're just kind of swirling around some of the mist. It's like the evaporation from the wetlands. Starts to swirl around, coalesce very quickly.
Woo! Let's make it fog! Yeah! How's that? You can't see anything now. Neither can I. Shit.
Anybody else? What are you doing?
Oh, sorry, you go.
No, I was going to say I probably can't see him though now.
Nope.
Yeah, I can't see him.
Sorry about that, everyone.
Yeah.
That's a bit of foresight there.
You're all good.
Is this one still alive?
No, definitely not.
Oh, perfect.
I wanted to kill it.
I wanted to shake him around a bit and be like, where are you going with our stuff? I'm going to go over
You
here.
can just give chase to this guy, see if he leads you somewhere.
Is this one still alive?
That one's still alive.
I'm going to go help. sneak
Okay,
in.
make an athletics check, see if you can get there without using the dash. Nope. Oh, actually, have you got +7?
On me athletics, I've got +6.
Ah, so close. DC 19 is not DC 20, so unfortunately you are going to use your action to dash to get there.
Okay, and then my bonus action is nothing.
Okay. Anybody else? We've got the two of you left.
Yeah.
Frogs aren't humanoids, are they?
They are.
Oh, they are?
These guys are considered anthropomorphic frogs, also known as bullywugs. B-U-L-Y-W-U-G. Bullywug. I have to specify that because a lot of people put an O instead of a U in that final letter, which turns it into a racial slur. So don't spell bullywug.
I didn't just accidentally do that.
Bullywug with a W-U-G at the end.
Yep.
And they are considered humanoid.
Great. Okay. Well, I have you chosen. I'm going to do.
Charm person.
Pardon?
Charm person?
Yeah, I thought enthralling performance.
Oh, even better, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm going to do an enthralling performance. And it's got, I think it reaches everywhere.
I think so,
It
yeah.
goes dash, dash, reach.
Yeah, let me see.
Will it get the fog boy or no?
Let me look it up.
Frog boy.
Let me look it up. What is it? Under features and traits, enthralling performance, what does it do? Once per short rest. You haven't done it yet, I don't think. You can choose 2 creatures that watched and listened to you perform for 1 minute.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to choose...
It is a 6-second action, not a 1 minute thing.
What does that mean, sorry?
It says once per short rest you can do a performance for 1 minute. Each round is 6 seconds. So if you wanted to start your performance, it would take 10 rounds for you to finish your performance, and then you'd enthrall people at the end of it. Enthralling performance is not a combat thing.
Okay.
It's a distract the guards kind of a thing.
Yeah, I won't do it then.
Yeah, enthralling performance is designed to be like, oh, we need to sneak into a place. I'll go over and talk to those guards, and I'll chat with them, and I'll sing a song. I'll do a limerick, whatever, and a minute later, 2 of them that I can see will be whatever enthralled by me, charmed for an hour.
I'm trying to see what this one. What did you say before, Rob? You said, is it charm person?
Charm person is one of your spells that works on humanoids only.
Yeah.
Which I think achieves pretty much what you wanted to achieve. You can charm the frog. I will warn you though that if the frog is just charmed, like you saw with the bear, all it means is you have advantage on social manipulation checks, and it won't attack you. So you could charm him and then be like, hey, frog, bro, just where are you going? Just let me know where you're headed, and then try and get him on your friend.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Try that.
Yeah, I will try that.
All right, make a charm person. Actually, you don't need to roll. I need to. What's your wisdom saving throw? I think it's a DC 13. Yeah, 13 on here. That should be the top of your spell page for future.
Yes. Thank you.
So with a 13 wisdom save, and the frogs have a what wisdom? Let's see. They have a +0, so they just need to roll a 13 or more. Let's see. 14. So you cast charm person with your. Is it a dance or is it a song or a performance, a limerick? What are you? How are you trying to charm?
It's a dance. It's sort of a cross step, a jig. I go up a tree and do a backflip, land in the splits.
I think there is, which you're going to replicate perfectly in the green screen.
Hey, little frog! Ooh, are you charmed? Are you charmed by old Horatio? Ta-da! Are you charmed?
Hello, thank you so much for watching our campaign Tales of the Misfits. Did you know now you can get your own merch, Tales of the Misfits?
Hell yeah, VLD.shop over here. Click the link to get your Tales of the Misfits. I said it right, don't look at me like that. Shirts. Yeah.
Yeah, VLDL.shop.
Different colors. Ooh, purple, black. Ooh.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think the reason it fails then is that you're used to. It's kind of the opposite of this. You're used to performing not in water, and you're now in your element, and you're not. So you're like trying to do your jig, and you're like cross steps and stuff, and you're just splash, and it's not really very inspiring, not very charming. So the spell fails.
Damn.
But mark off the spell slot because you have cast it.
Yes.
Is that everybody?
No, I haven't gone
You
yet.
haven't gone? What are you doing? You've got a frog that is within melee of you that's just bit you, and one that just disappeared into a cloud fog.
Yeah, and I just noticed like Horatio trying to charm.
Trying to do a jig.
So I won't attack the one next to me.
Okay.
I will use. I'm just going to yell like, "Don't lose." Dahlia and Calzette, because I'm not sure if like they're going to get stolen or something from these bullywugs. So I'm just going to say that like, don't let them get stolen while I disappear. I'm going to
fly blindly into the fog.
Basically, I'm going to use bonus action disengage.
Nice, very well remembered. So this guy doesn't get an attack of opportunity because you sort of turn your back and like no.
Yeah, no.
You fly into the fog. Is that where you're going?
Yeah.
All right, so you're in the fog. You're going to do what? You're trying to find him? Trying to make an attack?
Yeah, I want to try and make an attack.
Okay, making an attack, because in reality you don't know where he is on the map. You basically have to pick a square. I will now pick one of these squares around you. You know roughly where he was because only a few seconds ago did he disappear.
Right.
So I will pick one of the squares that's around you. Then you tell me which square you're going to pick, and then then we make an attack and see if you've picked correctly.
Okay.
Apologies for this.
No, you're all good. You're all good. And while I'm moving, can I have swapped weapons? Because I did have my bow.
I usually make that a bonus action, but I'll hand wave it for brevity's sake. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Then I've grabbed my...
You can, how I usually do it is if you want to stash the weapon that you've got drawn, that's a bonus action, you can always draw as part of an attack. So you could just drop the bow and then for free, and then draw out your weapons, but then your bow would be somewhere on the journey. And you'd have to pick it up again after the fight.
Oh, I don't know if I want to do that.
I'll hand wave it for now, but that's how I'll do things going forwards.
Okay. Well, so I still have my bow?
Yeah, sling it on your shoulder, you grab your weapon out, you fly into the fog.
My fairy short sword, which like canonically is like a knitting needle.
Yeah.
Cute. And I'm going to pick, sorry, I'll just stand up. I'm going to pick this square.
Okay, make an attack roll.
That's where he was, right?
He's gaslighting you.
Don't fall for his tricks. Don't fall
12
He's going to pick whichever one he wants.
You have disadvantage because you can't see, so you have the blinded condition, which gives you disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay.
Why did I do this fog cloud?
Higher than... Okay.
11?
11.
Cool.
Of disadvantage?
11 is not enough to hit the armor class, so you do not know if you just missed or whether you
I don't like
picked the
feel
wrong spare.
like I donked something and it just wasn't strong enough.
If you no, so how I rule that is if you would have hit if he wasn't wearing armor. So the bullywug has a +1 dexterity, meaning his naked armor is still an 11.
Right. Okay.
Oh wait, meets it, beats it. So that would have hit. No, you are right. So you would have hit him if he wasn't wearing armor. You didn't get enough damage through, but you did hit his armor, which means that you know you picked the right space.
Yeah!
Which is not likely, because I actually had him on the map here. And then when I took him off, I was like, I'm just going to choose the one next to her instead. And then you're like, this one.
Nice.
Accidentally metagamed your way into the right choice.
Yeah.
So you know that the bullywug is currently right next to you, but you hit the armor, not him.
Okay. And I can't do anything else, I can't.
I think that was you, yeah. All right.
Oh wait, that couldn't have been a sneak attack? Because he's distracted because he can't see.
You had disadvantage on the attack.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it specifies you can't have disadvantage for a sneak attack.
That is right. Okay.
I think that was all of you, which means it's them again. He now realizes you're next to him. Is he going to bite you?
I'm delicious.
He'll bite you or he's going to try and run. What's he got? He's got a gong, which is pretty exciting, and he knows that where he's taking this is going to want this.
He knows what you almost divulged there, didn't you? I was like,
taking it.
He knows that this is going to be worth something, so he wants to get it back to where he's going. So he's going to just run away.
And where is he going?
Yeah, just so we know.
He's gonna jump in the direction he was going, which means he leaves the fog cloud and can
but
see
I
again.
still can't see him yet, eh?
You can feel that he's leaving, so you can take another attack, but with disadvantage.
Okay.
So if you want to take your reaction to make an attack, do so, but with a disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. Take her.
Yep, go.
Where are you? I'll get you. I'll get you. Oh. I'm alone, aren't I?
No, I'm here.
Sorry. Oh my God.
We've got 4 plus stuff's not going to hit, and then less than that is even not going to hit. Yeah. So 4 plus your modifier is not going to hit his armor class. So you feel him leave, but without being able to see, because this damn fog.
Yeah, really screwed this one up, eh?
This one, having just grabbed you and then you tried to leave, you're too big. He knows he can't kill you with a bite, so he's just going to leave you. They're not the smartest. He's also not going to jump into the flog, so he's going to leave your melee range.
And you can whack him.
I'm going to attack him.
With a dagger.
8. Plus stuff.
Man,
it's plus.
Can't hit these guys. Although he's not got his hide. He's not got his shield bonus.
Where the frick? I think it's like 6.
Oh, it's 13.
Roughly. Like it's.
I think it might be a +6
I
from memory.
I think it's.
I'll go with +6. So I think that'll be enough to hit.
So it's 3.
3 points of damage. He's taken a hit, so he's showing some blood as he hops away from you. But that's as far as he's going. That's the only frogs that are left alive, so it's you guys again. What are you doing?
Can I want to cash my hero, my little token in.
Oh, okay.
So I want to run up to him, if it's possible.
Yep, I'll allow it with a hero point. You managed to push your way through the water.
Back of the thing.
grab him by the back and
I'm gonna threaten him to help. I'm gonna threaten him to communicate where he's going. So I'm gonna be like, hey, you slimy little freak!
Yeah.
Tell us where the f you're going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
make an intimidation check.
I'm gonna yeah, that's a 18.
18 plus your intimidation
And
modifier.
scary as well.
+3.
Oh, yeah, very scary.
Give me your tell me where you're going! Tell me where you're f***ing going. I'm gonna make your problem, I'm gonna make it your family's problem, I'm gonna make it your great-grandchildren's problem.
As you're like shaking him by the thing, your teeth are growing longer.
Oh, scary.
I love fun.
Even with an 18 and a hero point,
communicate where he's going, I didn't say.
He does not understand what you're saying, but he understands that he's stolen some stuff because he doesn't speak common and you don't speak bullywug. But he understands the meaning and the gist of everything, and like, tell me or I'll kill you. And he just goes, he just kind of gestures in the direction they're going, and then and make an insight.
He did what?
Make an insight check.
11 plus 3.
With a 14, he does like a big gesture around the belly, so he's talking about something bigger than himself, and then he goes,
Frog King, guys. Frog King. So it's like a Frog King somewhere.
And then he also just like, I think this is the one with the long sword, isn't it? He just like, and just drops the long sword.
Yeah.
Like, because you're fucking terrifying.
Right, so the Frog King is getting them to steal stuff?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
like it. That was Arrow. What are the others doing?
I'm gonna.
You fly off in the direction you think he went.
Yeah.
As you come out, he's right there, right next to you.
Oh, cool. He's not distracted. I can't sneak attack or
No.
anything. All right, stab.
Stab him instead then. Make an attack roll.
19.
19 plus stuff, and then your needle.
Yeah, my needle.
It'll be enough to finish him. He's already taken some damage from the Eldritch Blast.
Okay. On here it says 1d4 plus 4, but I'm tiny, so would it be less?
Yeah, it'd be a d3 plus 4. So this one.
Oh, thank you.
1 plus 4.
Oh, plus 4, right.
Yeah, plus 4, not a d4. So
Right.
still 5. The minimum you can do is 5 because you roll a 1 and then miss. So 5 damage. You just jab him right in the side of his. And he goes down and he's dead.
And I'll pick up the gong.
Then you pick up the gong.
If I can.
You also don't know exactly where, you didn't investigate where the other one died, where the dress went, so you're going to have to do some like trying to find where stuff's gone. But you'll pick up the gong. What are you doing?
I'm going to try and find that dress.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
You're going to over here. Give me an investigation check, and because you're familiar with water, I'll give you advantage.
15. 5, so 15.
15 plus investigation.
Investigation. Where are you? Plus 5, so 20.
5, damn.
Nice.
With the dirty 20, you are familiar with like how fabric moves in water because you used to do that with your performances a lot. Lots of like silk fabrics and stuff, like ribbon gymnastics and stuff, and watching how it floats. You ever seen someone doing ribbon juggling before? That's pretty beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
So you used to do lots of that, but like using water, and so you know that if it fell in this direction, it will have floated down this way, and you kind of just around your ankles, you can already feel the slight direction that the water's going. It's not exactly a moving water, but obviously it does have a source and a mouth as well. So you know it's gently going this way. You do all of the calculations, and you're like, it should be about here, poof, and it's right there.
Nice.
You've got the dress. It's sopping wet and muddy. What are you doing?
I was going to tell that other guy, but
how's this frog doing?
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he's definitely dead.
Did you get your pendant back?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, so we're all good.
There's one.
You've got all your stuff, guys. He's alive, but has dropped your sword, so your long sword's over here. She shouted, "Hey, don't let this stuff go to waste. Don't let it get stolen or whatever."
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I call out to my friends. Hey guys, are we all good? Do we need?
If a frog could cry, it would probably be pissing itself and crying right now because
That
you're still
frog.
holding it.
This frog thing. They tell me there's a frog king hereabouts. You guys want to go?
Do we care about a frog king? Or
I don't know.
What does the frog king got?
Why does the frog king want our stuff?
Do we remember, like, can we roll like a history if there was anything to do with like where we are, if we know the marsh is close
sure.
to...
Yeah, make a history check.
if the
You can all
frog.
make a history check.
Because, okay, I don't remember everything you said, and I'm trying to remember if the marsh or the Frog King is relevant to any of our overall stories.
Make a history check.
16.
You have disadvantage because you're exhausted.
16.
16.
Oh, do you have to do 2 rolls?
No, she
I
does
do,
because
just
she's
me.
exhausted.
13.
13.
Oh, 17.
17, 13,
10.
10, and a
2.
2. You you're too busy with these guys to fully notice this, but you recognise the area you're in seems a lot like Ewelin Forest. You grew up in Ewelin. You had your gauntlet not too far from here. Not necessarily here. You just know that it's Ewelin. The bright colours and stuff makes it feel a little bit more fey. You feel a little bit more at home, a little bit more comfortable. You know that there's sort of fairy magic at play, just as like a general vibe of the area. So with the 17, you recognise that this is some magical place, which means that you've been teleported quite far south.
Hey guys, I'm recognising this place as Ewelin Forest. I think we've been teleported really far south. What's our plan?
Because
what did we need to do near Ewelin Forest?
There was like some special.
You're also from Ewelin, and when it's pointed out, you're like,
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
I remember. In a southern accent.
I remember in a southern.
I remember.
Somebody asked me what your accent is. She's like, oh, what's Ellie's accent for this? And I was like, mostly southern. Like everybody.
Like us all.
Brett has just remembered something.
So,
So where they get the Ember Shards.
I was lost in Ewelin Forest. And also the Gladiator Ring is near Ewelin Forest.
Nice, bro.
And there was like some special sand.
Playing with players that take notes. I have to beat them over the head with things like 7 times.
Yes, nice, bro.
Horatio has a special skill. Called Labyrinthine Recall, which means that he knows where north is. So which means that he's good with directions and survival. And I go, hey guys, should we go to the Gladiator Ring? Find out what's happening with the shards?
We should.
Or do we want to find out more about the Frog King?
Well, I reckon whatever we do, we rest first. So I would really like
Well, then, well, with my action,
Someone's selling the dead at the Gladiator Ring, right?
Yeah.
So
something to do with that. Selling the big ones.
Maybe we'll figure out how the dead get reanimated there. I don't know.
You'd also know that for some reason the carnival's portal led you here. So like they obviously have some connection to here, and before they sent you here, they said the sisters aren't there anymore, and they were like, it doesn't matter, just send them anyway.
So the people that die at the ring are like that's how Bug was transported, right? Like he
and those giant Goliath dudes with the catapult.
Is the desert of the deceased near here as well?
No, that's way far south, way far north.
Never mind.
I reckon we should go spy on that ring and see who's coming to pick up those dead people, maybe.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I also would like to see where Horatio comes from.
Yeah, same. Horatio backstory.
Horatio backstory. So you know that it would be somewhere close to here because obviously the carnival has got some sort of connection with a portal to this area. So you can try and search around and find it.
Safe space to camp.
I sure do.
I'm glad you got your gong back.
Thank you. Oh my God! That was so good! She's alive!
Okay, so what's the plan? Should we go study reading?
Yeah!
Right now! Right now!
Doesn't elaborate. I know all the places.
Should we rest or follow the frogs?
I'm okay to do either. I just want to rest before we do.
Trying to sleep.
Stab! You love to stab.
I do love to stab, but I'm so tired. That's how much I need to sleep because I'm not gonna stab. I don't want to stab.
I'll give you a piggyback, and then we'll go and fight!
Scared the frogs. And if the frog can...
Do we keep him with
Are you
us?
still holding this guy?
Yeah.
I'm like,
do we
you
hold
better
him
not
hostage?
show your slimy, stupid ass face again. And then I toss him into
Throw him away.
And you tell your king.
Immediately hops off.
He's a
That won't
bitch.
come back to
He hops
bite
off
us.
in a.
And if they bite us, they only do 1 damage. So.
He hops off in a direction that you can be like, I know which direction that is, and you, being that you do have labyrinthine recall, know that he's heading in a south by southwest direction from here.
Okay. I'm going to assume they're not very warrior type people and probably won't try to look for a fight.
It seems like they could have tried to look for a fight immediately. It's much more their
Wimps.
Yeah, they grab stuff and run. They're like, and then get out of here. And usually they can escape people because they can jump their full speed, and you can only push through water.
Can we
So
grab
they're
all
pretty
our
good at that.
things and like?
Yeah, you grabbed all your stuff. You consolidate. You make sure you've got your things. You head back over to your companions.
Yeah.
The bears who's still just charmed for like the next few minutes. Like your charm monster thing. Your
Bug.
what was it?
Animal friendship.
Animal friendship.
Oh.
That's probably wearing off any second.
Oh no.
But surely won't attack us, right?
You've not done anything hostile to it, and it's
Yeah.
a trained circus performer. It doesn't just attack people randomly.
Yeah. It's not like.
Oh my god, I'm excited.
So what do you want to do?
no.
Where are you going?
No.
Okay.
Are we going to the gladiator ring?
You don't necessarily know where it is, so you'll have to like look around for it. So you get your bearings as to exactly where you are now. If that's what you want to do, you can start heading
How do
in
you
that
guys
direction,
do it?
or are you just going to sit down in the swamp and have a short rest?
Oh yeah.
I feel like we should move to
Somewhere-
not a bullywug infested place and have a
somewhere
rest.
less soggy.
Yeah, and then either we can go to the gladiator ring or follow the frog king.
Is there somewhere close that's not in the water that we can see?
Not that you can see. It's not. It's like a wetland. So there are patches of land, like patches of land that's not under the water.
Maybe you can
It's just all a little
make
bit
us
wet.
something.
Oh, you can make us an igloo or something.
Fun, can I do that?
You absolutely can.
Yeah,
You
I'm like,
suggest it, and
igloo.
you're like, and then one by one, you can use that cantrip over and over again, shape water to create 5-foot cubes of ice.
Great idea,
And then-
guys. I'm so glad I thought of that. Okay, yeah, I'm going to
you
shape some
all
water.
all work together to. Do you want to build an igloo?
Can we be like in the green screen? Can we be singing that? Do you wanna
Is
build
it?
an
Are we allowed to make that, or is that for Inuit people only? I would just like to put
That's a
that
good
on.
point.
That is a good
Should we
question.
rephrase it as maybe like a dome?
An ice tent.
dome.
Yeah.
An ice tent.
Yeah, that's what I'm
is
making.
it cultural appropriation
not
to
sure.
make igloos?
But
Yeah,
could-
maybe. It
I'm
could
not
be.
sure. I just
Or
want
a
to
shelter against a tree?
Yeah.
We can
Make
make
an ice shelter.
Yeah, an ice shelter. Yeah.
And
Nice,
together,
nice, nice.
you're using these blocks of ice to make a little icy shelter for yourselves.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good place to get out of the weather, as it were.
Yeah.
Are you aiming for a short rest or a long rest? Long rest will be a full 8 hours.
Can you make the ceiling see-through so we can look at the stars together?
Nice.
And
yeah.
Like in one
can
of
we
those
like
Airbnbs.
close the door so we don't have to be as guarded?
Yeah, there'll be a movable piece of ice that can. I'm also going to put a little snowman out the front to guard us. you
Nice.
know, just to intimidate. You know.
We can make a buff looking. We can make it look like Horatio.
I love that.
Yeah. Just model. If you just stand there, I'm just going to.
Oh, wow, that is amazing. Yeah. You're an artist.
Thank you.
Doing some ice sculpting.
Big one here.
It's canonical.
And get the other parts of me that are big as well.
How could I forget?
Like my very big horns.
Like the spit here?
Oh yeah,
Is it
get my
good?
massive cock.
Exactly.
Big horns means big
How have
dick.
you seen it? Is what I want to know.
Oh, you know.
Gentlemen
don't
never
kiss and
kiss and tell.
He's showing off his piercing
I have to long rest to get rid of exhaustion.
to get rid of exhaustion. You'll need to long rest.
I would like to long rest. If,
Okay.
if,
Look
if
at the
everyone's
Has been a long day.
Yeah, we
There's
should.
the word escapes me, but you know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
It's like ooh,
Aurora.
green and blue.
Yeah.
yeah.
Aurora
I don't know why
Borealis
we're
is
northern
north.
Northern Lights,
Aurora's,
yeah.
South.
Australis.
No, we're south. The Southern Lights, which do also exist.
Aurora
Nice.
Australis.
Nice.
Yeah.
Australia. Nice.
Australia.
So you look up at the Aurora Borealis. Let's see how beautiful they are. 18. They're on 18. They're very beautiful tonight. They are very beautiful tonight.
Can we all have like we went through a lot today.
You did go through a
Can
lot
we all
tonight.
have like a loving
Catch up, like
Yeah.
a touch base.
I love that.
Guys, I feel more liberated like from my feelings than I ever have before. And I would just like to say thanks for letting me feel.
Oh,
so welcome.
Sneaky's gonna give you a hug.
I feel a feeling. I'm a real, what is it? I feel like Pinocchio right now. I'm like,
Real boy.
I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy.
And I'd just like to say it's quite nice to spend time with other people and things. Usually I'm on my own in a box like this, so this is lovely.
And that tribute dance you did was pretty impressive.
That was beautiful.
I'm very proud of that.
I've never seen anything like
It was gorgeous.
Thank you.
I'm also gonna try and like investigate that flute finally.
Oh,
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make me an Arcana check for me.
Oh, I can't. I'm not very smart. 16 plus 0.
16.
Pretty
Pretty good.
good.
You are not trained in Arcana, so you haven't studied the ways of magic and things, but you've picked up a few things over your years.
Wait, we're resting now, right?
Yeah.
Can I Whisperers of the Grave make my Arcana better?
I think that happens at the end of a long rest.
Oh, at the end. Okay, never mind. Sorry. All right.
I can help. I'm quite intelligent.
Oh yeah, can you help
I've
me?
got reasonably good Arcana there. Shall I roll as well?
Do you want to hear what I was going to tell you? You learned about it first,
You
and
go
then,
ahead.
and then we'll see if we need to do any more.
I just assumed it was with it.
16's a good number.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
You haven't studied Arcana, and you haven't studied the ways of magic, but over the years you've picked up on various little things through like looking out for traps. When you were being trained at the circus, they were telling you like, don't snip a pocket if it's got this symbol on it, because that's like an abjuration spell that'll like alarm the guy. And
oh, that's cool. I wish I had that for some stuff.
Yeah, don't try and pickpocket this thing, because if it's got this symbol's like conjuration, and it'll conjure something to hurt you, or evocation is magic, this and this. So you've kind of picked up on the schools of magic. You recognise that the inscriptions and runic magic that's on this bone flute is definitively necromancy. It's a necromantic flute. It has something to do with the flow of life and death. Necromancy isn't always bad, by the way. In my games, like healing magic is also a form of necromancy, because it's the manipulation of life energy.
Right.
But quite often it's to do with revivification or raise the dead or stuff like that.
We've got Calzette's body.
We
do have Calzette's body.
But I'm gonna go up to the empty Chi-Chi, the empty Dahlia, and I'm gonna like first try to like, are you there? Or talk to Dahlia's spirit and like, do you...
Dahlia's spirit is there,
anything?
and she says, I don't recognize that body anymore. I have not been part of that vessel for some time.
I'm gonna ask her, like, is it okay if I like try to bring her back?
If you wish.
Oh.
I just don't wish for you to dwell on me not being there. One day you are going to have to move on.
Oh, I'm gonna like wave her away because I'm not listening to that. Now I'm gonna like stare at the empty Chi-Chi and I'm gonna blow on the flute.
Okay.
I don't think you should do that. I think
Through playing the flute, you find your fingers are just like naturally finding the notes to use. You just release yourself to the flute, and you are playing this beautiful but very haunting music in a minor key. And as you play, you see Chi-Chi's body start to twitch again, and it looks your way, and you see the little spark of the ember shard fire behind the eyes start to illuminate again, and she looks your way. Just.
Can you hear me? Are you Dahlia? I'm gonna ask Spirit Dahlia again. Is that you?
That is not me. She is moving in the same way that Calzette made her move. I think you have control of her now. And you have just cast Animate Dead on your sister's corpse. She is a zombie under your control.
I don't know what to do.
I think we should kill her and bury her in the swamp.
Speaking as someone who is undead, that's not life.
I'm so conflicted because Sneaky has such a like she's not rational when it comes to like what she's done about her sister. And I feel like she would get a little defensive and be like, you wouldn't understand. And I'm gonna like put it back.
Right. Also, we're trying to, I feel like when we do eventually kill the other guy, Bone
Caller.
I think she's probably just gonna be a corpse again.
And I'm gonna like ask you to just let me have this for a little while longer. And then I'm gonna go sulk by myself in a corner of the.
I've made you like a little room that you can go and cry.
Yeah, thank you.
The tent.
And I'm gonna make
just
eyes
across an icy curtain.
See ya.
Create a bunch of icicles that just hang down like.
I'm gonna make eyes at Buble and Aaron. Go, that's really bad.
It's not good.
She's lost it.
Look, are you happy with that?
What?
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 You know what you did.
What?
You played the flute,
Now your sister has been reanimated and she looks disgusting. And I think that smell is her.
That is 100%.
That smell is her corpse.
We have to do it.
No way.
No.
What?
Who suggested? Somebody suggested. So my instinct is to always just run. So I just
avoided attachment style.
As an undead puppet, the sooner that she is able to let go of that, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night.
Roll over.
See you guys in the morning.
Good night.
Okay, so as you all prepare for sleep, unless there's any other downtime activities you want to be doing, we'll.
Can I just punch Calzette's corpse?
Yeah, you do.
just at one point.
I also want. I also want a flag that. I think we should get rid of Calzette's corpse. I don't know why she bought it. I think that was a bad idea, especially now we know this bone flute can bring him back to life. I think we chop him up, put the bits in different places. Never look at him again. I mean, we've got to chop it up.
Chopping.
Up. And I think we put the body parts in different parts as well. We cannot tell Sneaky. She's lost her mind. And she can't be trusted.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay. And we'll feed part of the body parts to the bear, of course.
Of course, because it's a hungry little bear.
It's a hungry bear.
It's got a hungry, grumbling tummy, and we need to feed it.
We do. Can't have a hungry bear on our hands.
No, we can't.
The bear as well. I'm sorry, Sneaky. I don't know. She's really hot over here. The bear's got to go.
Here's him splashing outside as he's found some sort of frog or fish to.
I'm here for chopping the body up and just tossing it around the swamp.
I don't know if it's too metagamey, but my idea, if it can bring back Calzette, is to like torture him for information about the Ember Shards.
Yeah, we do need to
before
find
we
out,
like finally
Well,
maybe.
you know,
but I don't know.
the bone flute can animate him.
Yeah.
But he would be a zombie at that point and probably not be responsive to
I wouldn't
questions.
say anything. Okay, well,
Not as a
animate him
zombie.
just to like punch him.
There's lots of different levels of like undead sentience and things. Someone like a vampire keeps their sentience and stuff. Zombies not.
Or as if we have to impersonate him.
Have him walk into a camp as a zombie and hopefully he hasn't decayed too much.
He did have a very ominous last few words about, even though it's something I'm dead, I'm not gone, but I was so.
Yeah, well, I
Maybe
don't
we're
know.
bringing his body to exactly where he wants it to go.
That is true. And Sneaky also, is like, you fucking use my sister, I'm gonna fucking use you.
You hear
I'm
Sneaky
sorry,
just like.
Sneaky's too problematic.
She's got layers. She's got layers.
You've got to start problematic, and then you've got room to grow, haven't you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Character acts. So anything else downtimey stuffs? You're going to chop up the body? Yes, no?
Yeah.
I
reckon
think
Ara's like, all right, let's just get to it now.
Yeah.
Not the first time.
Yeah.
You're going to allow it?
I would have assumed that Sneaky took them with her to.
You can try, but you've got a -2 strength, so you can't exactly lug around a human-sized person.
Can I like come follow me?
If you want.
Oh no, Sneaky!
Oh, okay,
Like-
wait, maybe I don't do that.
Again?
Maybe I don't do
Would
that.
you do it?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
It could go one of two ways. Either he's going to be a really useful puppet, or he's going to be a really problematic puppet.
Can we talk about this in the morning? I'm really exhausted.
We can sleep on it, I guess.
I think we chop it up.
Good night. You go have to have a sleep. I'm exhausted. I'm
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
go sleep.
I'll definitely sleep. Like, you do whatever
During the
you
sleep.
do.
What do we do?
I mean, I kind of think we should chop up the sister, chop up the other dead guy.
I think we should chop up the guy. But I
not
don't
the
think
sister.
that if we chop the sister up, I think Sneaky might chop up us.
The sister's already dead.
No, but I think she needs to come to terms with that.
Yeah, she needs some more closure before we do that.
Yeah. But the guy
Thank you,
we should
my
chop up. I think we
Team that's not my like close friend.
My closest friend, yeah.
I think we should chop.
These strangers you've known for like a week.
Like, keep his clothes.
Keep his clothes.
And his mustache.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because then we can disguise later.
All right.
Are we doing the right thing?
I don't know.
I need is it yes or no? I need a decision.
Oh man, this seems like a high stakes situation.
Like an abrupt thing to just decide to chop a body up. I
started it.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, where every move you take ends up with somebody dismembering a body.
And I don't want to let her
Okay, so
dismemberment on 3 then. Dismemberment on 3, loud or quiet?
Maybe quiet. Dismemberment on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dismemberment.
forgot about that.
Yeah, and you didn't save any of the clothing or anything. You just,
No, the clothing's off.
I'd already done that.
okay. Well, we hadn't decided whether you were doing it or not, so you did strip him.
I did.
You took his body. You stripped him off of his clothes. You took his mustache as well.
Yeah.
Like hacked that off his face, or just pulled
Yeah, I
it.
just tried to pull. I'm not very strong though.
Make an athletics check.
Let's feed him to the bear.
Athletics. I need a stealth check from each of you as you strip this corpse and then chop it up.
Oh, 16.
I got 11 for
like,
the
oh god.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
You do it.
Is that cocks
That is a little cock.
That 3 is that a 3 cock? There's a little bit cocked. You can roll that again.
It's a little bit cocked.
We've already got that one over here, so.
Lovely.
Two of you, pretty stealthy. How do you cook this up?
I'm like, for whatever reason, Calzette, it's the ripping off of his mustache that I'm like, Ari's used to this, but sometimes she just can't. Like, maybe it's like that he's just, the mustache ripping off is too much.
Yeah,
she
it's
starts,
too much because it's like, it's like Velcro, but
Sorry guys,
each
this
one's
doesn't usually
snapping.
happen to me. I'm usually really good at chopping up bodies, hammering things.
The sound of dry retching wakes you, and you look around and see that Dahlia's still sort of just floating there waiting for your commands, but Calzette's body's gone. You hear movement outside as you fly outside. You see a naked Calzette corpse just in the swamp, and Horatio with a longsword about to chop it up.
I'm gonna fly in front of the sword. What are you doing? What are you doing?
We're chopping him up. Why? And we're feeding him to the bear. Why? Because he's dead. I don't know if you're thinking right. I think that you are full of grief, and I don't know if we're safe with Calzette, who could come back to life and get all of us.
But my thinking is we tie him up and then maybe we can interrogate him about the shards.
Wow, you're really going for it, Buble.
I did it! Oh, high five!
Good job. That's really good.
Oh, what should I do next?
Oh, hey, Sneaky. You all right? You look like you've seen a ghost. You're making it weird. Can you say something? Because she's kind of making it weird.
I'm freaking out. What's your now?
You're making me scared.
Keep looking across to his face that's just got like the top lip missing from like the first like 7 layers of skin's just gone from all of his top lip.
He might not even be able to
Plus he's got a big hole in his cheek from your first arrow and other things too.
What do you think, Buble?
Oh. Yeah, I mean, will he even give us the info?
I don't know, but we could try.
I guess
make a decision.
If we try best case scenario, we get the info. Worst case scenario, he kills us all.
But what if we somehow incapacitate him first, tie him up, or maybe we freeze him, or maybe we... Do you think it would work after we chopped him up? Like if we chopped all his legs and arms off, and then like
it's giving One Piece.
I need to watch that.
Oh, you really do.
You do. Okay, should we vote?
I vote. You've already started.
So you're voting chop him up. You're voting chop him up.
just because we didn't get enough information.
Okay, no,
I do see your point.
And then let me chop them up.
I feel like, to be fair, I'm going to trust you because you know more about this situation than I do. So if you don't think we should chop them up, okay?
Have they seen me like talk to Dahlia?
No, you probably do know about Dahlia's spirit. These two don't.
You won't know. Okay, we've been talking about it, but I guess I'll finally tell you that I'm a phantom rogue and like blah blah blah. I'm like researching necromancy and stuff. So
she's been, ever since the death of her sister, she's been not haunted by, but she's been visited by the spirit of her sister since then, and the sister actually like helps her be better at certain things. She asks her for guidance in the morning and stuff like that.
So I'll finally like.
I think Arrow would still be like, I don't gel well with like the undead. I think that she's so biased against it being a curse and a blight that she's just like
some
doesn't
contention.
understand it. So she's like, chop him up.
Okay.
So we've got 2 and 2. We've got
I'm
a stalemate.
changing my mind.
You can change your mind.
I've been
away
convinced
from
by
chopping 'em up.
Sneaky. She's my best friend. If you feel strongly about this, I'll support you. Yeah. And I feel anxious inside of myself.
Guys, the bear's gonna eat him.
The bear's just wandering over to his cup.
Someone feed it something.
Oh no.
Chuck it the mustache. I can't wait.
Yeah, I think if we restrain him, or maybe like, how about we compromise and I'll chop off a foot and we can feed the bear.
You go down to the corpse. You get down to the ankle bones, and you have to kind of crack and gristle and until the foot comes off.
Yum.
Left foot, right foot.
What hand was he with his whip?
Right-handed.
So it's right foot.
Right foot. Right foot's gone. You throw that to the bear.
Oh, this is really.
Yeah, sometimes I like to make it really obvious what the consequences of your choices are. If you're going to dismember somebody, I'm going to make you feel it. So you chop off this guy's foot and feed it to the bear. Then what? Just leave that and then be like, if he comes back to life, at least we can run away from him.
Yeah, I guess that's
True.
my like.
That's not a bad
Okay.
shout.
Hopefully that's a compromise.
Sleep
We're all
time?
happy with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Now
I
we
was like,
sleep.
Okay,
there's
and now
something
we
about
sleep.
this
Good
necromancer
night.
stuff is not looking
Okay,
easy.
you all go to sleep. For some of you, it takes a little longer than usual to get to sleep now after what you've been through.
Screaming.
just vague screaming in your head. Okay. Buble.
Good morning.
No, you're
I'm
dreaming,
asleep.
baby. You're about to have a dream.
Oh, I'm having a dream.
You look out at an...
I'm awake.
Nope.
Nope, I'm asleep.
You look out at an empty crowd, somewhat oxymoronically. The third time this week. You're beginning to wonder if the smell of the whale's rotting carcasses may be preventing people wanting to stick around to watch the act. Not for the first time you find yourself longing for a better venue. But venues cost pearl, and to earn enough to hire one, you've got to get a large enough crowd. Thus you find yourself back at the head of the vicious circle. But no matter, there are two people here to watch, and they deserve the best show that you can give them. Besides, what if one of them is secretly rolling in pearl and could become a benefactor of your arts? Given that one of them is picking at their tail scales and the other is hungrily eyeing up the whale carcass, you don't get your hopes too high. But the show must go on. Make me a performance check, see how you do tonight.
That works.
15 plus 6.
All right, you're feeling onto it. You're like, man, I wish there was more people here to watch this performance. It's like beautiful and it's artistic, and you're pulling out some of your best work. You even get the merfolk that's picking at its tail scales to actually stop and look and pay attention, and it seems like they are out of it on some kind of seaweed. They are. Thank you. They're out of it, but they're like, whoa. They're actually reacting to something. Dude, beautiful. Towards the middle of the show, however, you see another figure enter. Your audience has just gone up by 50%. It's pretty impressive. It's another merfolk with dark green skin, highlights of algae-coloured tail scales, but a strangely bright red hair that floats freely above them, oddly twitching despite the lack of current here. The effect looks almost flame-like. No sooner do you have the thought of fire that suddenly you realize you've just sparked it within you again. You've managed to ignore the fire, but it's like trying to not picture a pink elephant. As soon as you think of the fire, suddenly you feel it in your stomach. Your stomach feels hot. I need a Constitution saving throw, please. See if you can prevent it from coming back.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, no, that's a good old 5, and then
5 plus your con save.
plus 1. 6. Is it right?
Let me just double check. So this is your regular scores. Your saves are just here.
Oh, sorry.
Just in case you're proficient in any of them.
1.
No, you're not proficient in con, so it's a 1 anyway. So 6 total. Oh god, it's happening, and you feel it coming on. The water around you is still cool and dark, so you can tell that the heat is coming from within you as usual, and it quickly rises. Like a body rejecting a bad curry, the heat quickly rises up through your chest and into your throat, and before you can stop it, a cone of superheated water is blasting forth from your mouth. You try to redirect it away from your audience, at least. Make me a dexterity check to see if you can.
I'm so glad we went with the
Nat
mouth,
20.
guys.
Thank you.
Wow!
You do not scold the 3 audience members that you actually have and further damage your reputation. You just like push it upwards, and you see this scorch mark across the top of the whale carcass, across where your performance area is. You know that's not going to heal because it's just further adds to the decay of this whale that you're in. When you finally can settle yourself again, you see that the audience has left in fear, without paying. Except for the Sahuagin, who is gnawing on the whale carcass wall. Seems like he was just very hungry. The merfolk at the back has left, and in their haste to go, they seem to have left a bag made of fish skin. What do you do?
Oh, I mean, curiosity killed the cat, didn't it? So I'm going to go up to that bag.
You go up to the bag and you open it, and inside the bag you find a fine metal disc and some ropes and some kind of baton, some sort of batting of sorts. Inspecting it closely, you realize it's a gong of some kind. A deeply intricate symbol on one side and a different one on the other. With no way of finding the merfolk who left it, you're desperate enough to decide, you're desperate enough in financial straits that you decide to deceive yourself into pretending that this was left on purpose as your payment for the act. So you decide to sell it. But in the coming days, you find yourself connected to the gong in a way you can't understand, and you opt to keep it. It feels personal. Within a few days, it feels like a family heirloom, and you're not sure why. Make me an Arcana check, please.
Was 5, so 16.
With a 16, over the coming while, you can ascertain that the two symbols on both sides of this gong activate different magic if you strike it from one side or the other. One seems to have more of a fiery nature, and the other more of a watery nature. And then you wake in the morning. All long rested, so you can hit long rest on your character sheets.
Is it up here? No. Oops. No, it's up here. No, it's here.
Yep, the cat one.
You'll find it. Find long rest.
Campfire song.
As you all, you're good. You managed to long rest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. As you all get to your feet and start packing away your bedrolls and such, your adventuring gear, talking about what to do for the day, everybody make a perception check for me.
Oh, what are we perceiving?
Oh, mine's cocked. Can I roll again?
Yes, you can roll again.
11
total.
16.
7 total.
Yeah.
16.
15 total.
15. The two of you hear that the sounds of frogs and toads and stuff have gone a little louder and a little more surrounding the ice tent that you're in.
Sneaky.
And
Did you hear that?
I did.
It sounds like frogs getting louder.
Did you see that? Did you hear that?
Did you hear that?
I hate it when frogs surround us in the night.
Did you guys hear that?
Oh, no.
I didn't actually.
Oh, you know what I did yesterday. The frogs
Paying
are getting
attention to what you're going to eat for breakfast.
Yeah,
Sure
I guess we
enough,
should.
as you poke your heads out of your ice tent, you see an army of frogs just waiting for you, bullywugs and galore.
I was contemplating shooting it as it ran away.
You see an enormous toad, about the size of a cow, sitting all bunched up and covered over by an untreated animal hide as though under a blanket. Its skin is warty and mottled green with a large yellow pustule on the top of its head.
Yuck.
Which you take a closer look and realise, oh, that's not a pustule, that's a tiny little crown that's on top of his head. Its bulbous eyes watch you lazily, and as you watch, its lips pull back in a grotesque mimicry of human speech. It croaks, "Well, well, well. What's this now? What have you brought me to my swamp, my friends?" And then it lifts its spindly front legs from under itself, revealing a few wooden planks strapped to one arm like a shield, and a tattered vulture's head umbrella in the other hand like a walking cane. And with the umbrella, it pushes itself huge torso up off the ground on its strong yet thin, shaking legs under the weight of this monstrous toad. And he says, "A pleasure to meet you. My name is King Lord Duke Siasir Conrau.
Oh, can you spell that?
Respected, esteemed mystery man of danger, handsome frog, best of the best person thing, first of his name, historic ruler of Lightwood, current ruler of Ewelin's Swamp, which was once a forest and then was a swamp and is now returning to be in wetlands again ever since the Hourglass Coven moved in and then took over, but not took over so much that I'm not in charge anymore. Acolyte of Ramanas, Grand Croaker, lover of flies, lover of pies, wearer of the crown, tamer of the venom troll, usurper of Gullop the 19th of the Soggy Court, abbot, doctor, air marshal, admiral of the marsh, archbishop, chancellor, chief of the withered ones, throat king, Eternal Soundsmith.
I think you will find I am the Throat King. And the best of the best of the best.
Excuse me, that is very rude to interrupt me during my titles. I'm going to have to start again. I am King Lord Duke Sire.
Can you reiterate what your first name was?
His name is King Lord Duke Sire Sir Conrau. C-O-N-A-R-A-U. Conrau.
I'm going to call
King Lord Duke Sir.
I am surprised I got through so much of that before somebody interrupted. That was a third of his titles.
So he's the doctor?
It is almost an entire page of titles. And I was like, I wonder how much of this I'll get through before you interrupt me, because you're much less interrupting than the guys who got through like 7 words before they interrupted him. I was like, these guys are much more respectful.
To clarify, he is actually Dr. King Lord
no,
Duke Sir.
King Lord Duke Sire Sir Conrau, and he used doctor as part of his accolades, yes.
So he's an MD?
He's an maybe, or a PhD, you know.
No, right.
Oh shit, I want to try
PhD in what? Being a slippery little...
And as he introduces himself and you meet King Lord Duke Sire Sir Conrau, I will leave it there and we'll pick up there next time. Thank you very much for joining us. See you in the next episode.
So, what brings you to my swamp?
Excuse me? That is not how gentlemen greet each other.
But the rest of you start to smell smoke.
Do you smell that?
Do you smell that? Do you smell that?
Can you guys smell that?
In the center of this ring of trees, a humanoid with pink skin and horns, utterly delighted at how she's created this sort of inferno from nothing.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please consider watching more of our episodes, which you can find over here, or if you want to watch the guys campaign, you can over here. But we're cooler, so watch out.